not to celebrate a man that lived his life like a transvestite.
Right.
They should come out here to celebrate a black man who, in the utterness of poverty, took care of his family. You know what I mean? If you believe Reby, this man raised 9 children in a 2-family house in one of the poorest cities in America with one of the highest drug rates, especially in the late 60s, after the war against black people for asking for civil rights. Joe Jackson, first of all, this ain't even Michael Jackson's house. This is Joe Jackson's house.
Damn right.
They calling it Michael Jackson's house. This is Joe Jackson's house.
Damn right.
You understand?
Right.
But that's the kind of brutality that's done to the black man's image, and people don't even realize.
Damn right.
They don't even realize when white America comes in and systematically rips a black man's history apart. I'd like to meet all the black men who raised 9 kids in 1968. You understand? In a poor town like this.
Yes,
I can guarantee you that number is minuscule.
That's right.
You understand? And forget about today. We've been so brainwashed today. A man will walk away from a woman with 1 kid.
That's right.
Some cats leave women while they pregnant.
Right.
But then they're going to spend billions of dollars to make a movie and make Joe Jackson the demon of the damn movie just to make Michael Jackson, who also tore down black men's image because he lived like a transvestite for half his life.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Dressed up like a woman, cat.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why what you do in Chicago is so damn important. Now you see why I be pressing like I be pressing. Because they ain't gonna let his image of what he did for us, you understand, be left alone. They're gonna trash that image.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like when you go back and you read the story, if you listen to Reby and Janet and them, Michael was rebellious.
Right.
And his father had to use that discipline.
Right.
And if you was a man of half the ability of being a man living in a place like this, you know what I'm saying? I would beat my son too. You know why? Because I would be so scared he gonna become a drug dealer. And I'd be so scared he gonna spend the rest of his life in the penitentiary.
Right.
I'd be so scared he gonna be murdered on the streets of Gary, Indiana.
Right.
Something my mother told me one day that never left me. We was, you know, I was becoming a teenager and I was turning like 18, 19. And I told my mother, I said, you know what, Mom, I can't finish college. I feel like a failure. You understand? I feel like I need to do more. My mother said, listen, you should go as high as you could go. But I want you to understand something. You grew up in these projects in the Bronx. You didn't become a drug dealer. Right. You didn't become a murderer. Right. You're not in the penitentiary. She said, I don't give a damn if you become a garbage man or whatever. You understand? Because you, as far as I'm concerned, you done already succeeded in life. And that shit stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? We feeling bad for not going to so many heights. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Right. We should go to as high as we could go. But make no mistake, just surviving in this place is a ridiculous accomplishment. And Joe Jackson did that. Joe did that. And look, his name ain't even on his house. They done took the name off his house. You know, according to the scriptures, you're supposed to keep your mark. And then look how they did the man. And instead, the man that acted like a sissy on stage for 2 decades, he gets celebrated. The man that originally broke away from his father's way of life. The man that cut his father's nose off. Now, I heard a recording. This could have been AI. I don't know. But I heard a recording of him telling the surgeon, you know, I don't want a nose like Joe Jackson. I want you. Now, I don't know. It might not be true. But regardless of whether it's true or not, the fact that your whole family, you understand, have this black nose, and you done already been successful, you multi-millionaires, you got mansions, and you go now and say, I'm gonna bleach my skin, cut my nose off, start wearing lipstick, and be a transvestite. Like talk about the ultimate assault on black masculinity. And this is what we should fight for. Black men need their families, man. Black men need to raise their kids. But how you gonna do it when the movie company spends millions of dollars to destroy your image, to grind your image into powder? That's they already making the second one, part 2. It's a multi-million-dollar movie, all surrounding the man that actually made them succeed, all surrounded by demonizing him. Brother, this is colossal. And of course, there's no there's no outlet. There's no, hey, we don't like the fact that you demonizing, a black man. The only one that said something was Janet. Right. Janet said she don't want no part of the movie. She don't want her image in the movie. She don't want none of that. She said that shit is Jermaine Jackson. And then Jermaine, he became a traitor. He went and took his son and made his son play a complete sissy in this movie, just to launch his career. So why don't we all just prostitute ourselves out for $1? Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Like, where's our integrity at, man? Right. And it burnt me up. I had to come all the way out. For those of you that might be checking us out, we out here. I'm out here with the Midwest Monster Mayhem. You know what I'm saying? This whole squad, you know what I'm saying, coming out here, checking out, the colossal assault on black imagery, you understand, done by these movie companies, right, specifically about Joe Jackson and Joe Jackson's house. Right. Like, this was the evilest thing in the world to do to black men. Right. And so, brothers, we make sure, man, we stay in these trenches and we wake up our brothers and sisters to understand that this kind of thing right here, which is looked at in the world as wonderful. You see everybody having a good time. It's a wonderful event, but don't nobody see the assault on us. If this was done to a white father, right, it would be backlash. Right. It'd be Reddit posts. It'd be YouTube videos. It'd be on TikTok. You understand? It'd be all that. And they would be able to see. Like, once again, they can't see our suffering, but they can see their suffering. Like, could you imagine being Joe Jackson with 9 kids in this house? And you're going to keep them, like 9 kids in Gary, Indiana, none of them became criminals. None of them is in jail. Right. None of them sold drugs. Right. None of them committed murder. 9 babies. Right. All his daughters, none of them became whores. Later on, Janet got a little out of hand. Right. But in the early days, from a child, Janet stayed in the pocket. Not only that, all his kids, look at all them Hollywood kids that grew up all messed up psychologically. Right. His kids made it to full age with all their sanity. Janet Jackson just got engaged to Louis Farrakhan's son. They engaged right now. She's 60 and still getting an opportunity to try to have a decent marriage. You gonna tell me Joe Jackson ain't have nothing to do with that? Right. Stop the assault on black men, man. Stop destroying our image, man. You understand? Like, this is an honorable thing this brother did. Right. I'd have beat my sons behind too. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. He don't want to listen. He didn't want to fall in. I've been on his case too. You know why? Because Joe Jackson loved his family. Right. You know what I mean? Loved his family. Now I got to go see. Y'all got to take me over to see the steel mill. Right. I got to see this horror show that he had to work at. Right. That they acting like, oh, well, they made good money back then. Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Thing, please, Cat.
Man, what you bringing out so heavy, but you brought this out on the show the other day. We also must remember that in this house, he had a woman that stood the test of time with him. I can't remember the sister, Catherine. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was more than just Michael Jackson's house, like you was bringing out. This represented the black family. This represented, you know what I'm saying? More than just Michael Jackson's house, but a black family, General. And the mother and the father and the mother staying together to raise this family through this hell. Now, General, I know you're saying coming over way through here, Gary, Indiana is hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this
get the angle with the house.
Captain Katazad mentioned in the back seat that this looked like a third world country. Remember you said that, Cap? Coming over here. And for them to survive with 9 children in a place that's like a third world country, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Cap.
You know what I mean? Was very important.
Was very important. And let me tell you, what you're saying is so heavy. Catherine had to endure everything, including Joe. Right. You ain't gonna tell me Joe came home happy and comfortable every night. Damn right. You ain't gonna tell me Joe came home smiling and laughing every night. Exactly. You go work in a steel mill in the 60s. Right. In the 60s, you weren't even a human to the white man. Damn right. You weren't even a person to the white man. All this old civil rights stuff that was just coming in. Right. Before that, you was nigh onto a monkey to him. You know what I'm saying? Yes, working in his damn factory. Yes, and so Catherine had to deal with all of that coming home. Damn right. You understand? Which was just horrible. Right. But raised 9 kids like you bringing out, stuck with that, brother. You understand? Which is amazing. Damn right. None of that's celebrated. Damn right. None of that's looked at. Only thing is looked at is the fact that he could sing and dance. You want to talk about a selfish beast, right, to just first of all, rename his father's house.
Right.
This should be the monument should say the legacy of Joe Jackson.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? The legacy of Joe and Catherine Jackson.
Right.
Not the failure of his son to become a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But since he made music, listen, I don't take no talent from Michael.
Right.
Michael was the best entertainer, I think, on the planet.
Right.
He was certainly the best dancer in the world. He put Fred Astaire to shame. Right. When Fred Astaire was damn near, he was bad. Right. You know what I mean? But even Michael put him to shame. But that don't take away from the fact that black men's legacy in this country is destroyed, and Latinos, let's don't leave our Latin brothers out, and our Native Indian brothers are destroyed on a regular basis. Right or wrong, Cat?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On a regular basis, it's on the assault and attack, and everybody went crazy because we mentioned, look at this little house. This is a little house. And listen, if you could go just right over to these two, just point at these two houses. The two houses next door is barely survivable. This one up here, the roof is falling off. That one over there, the whole front of the house is destroyed. And if we get some, turn around, wait a minute, turn around. This is what it really looked like. Look at that house right there. Like these houses coming down here from Gary, all in Gary, were destroyed. Right. They was living in utter poverty and raised 9 children. Bad ass brother and sister. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Right. But is he looked at it like that? Right. Of course not. Damn and guess what? Nobody will defend us but us. Right. We got to make it a big deal when they assault black men's character, Latino men's character, Native Indian men's character. We can't take that lightly because there's nobody else defending them. Like everybody's joining in and having a good time destroying our image. So guess what? We're not going to have it. We're going to stand up against it like the Lord said to do. Right. You understand? Because how else we going to get our families back so we can get our nation back? Get me that scripture where the Lord said, first he bindeth the woman. Right. Let's get that first. I mentioned this one on the show. Y'all know what I want. Quick. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what has been done to us here. Yeah, right. And it's just a small example of what has happened to us in this slavery for 400 years. And remember something else. Somebody else give me the one in the New Testament where Christ said in the beginning, you know, a man and a woman to get married. Moses gave you a bill of divorce. Right. Pull that scripture for me. Tell me when you got the first one.
I got it.
Go ahead and read it.
General. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 29, verse 28. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of the Most High, the kingdom of the Most High is come unto you. Verse 29. Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods?
Right. How you get into a strong man's house and destroy it? Right. How you destroy his house? How do you destroy black men out of their nation? Go ahead.
Except he first by the strong man.
Bind the strong man. You got to first tie up that strong man. Right. Now, we was tied up in slavery. Then he just beat us down until tying us up was able to be done without chains. Right. That's where we at now. We tied up without chains. And it is why a movie like this can just go out and make millions of dollars, and nobody has a conscience about what may have been done. That's it. Nobody even think about it. That's it. When meanwhile, this thing here was a gigantic multi-million-dollar scam on black people and black men's character, man. Yeah. And absolutely campaigning boost to the black homosexual community, which they have been pushing straight out of what's the college over there in Baltimore? Howard? No, in Baltimore. The one that they was running the coronavirus charting under. Oh, I forget the name of it. The one where the first open heart surgery was. Looking up right now. Yeah, that college, that's where they ran the biggest campaign for training black men to be homosexuals from young. Okay, in the prison system, in the foster care system, they were the ones tracking all the numbers and seeing the effects of it. And they found out that it was good for them because it meant that black men would become more palatable and able to be influenced. So what did they do? Go ahead. And influence. So what did they do? They turned around and you know, push that campaign.
Right.
And so now they got, look at the millions they got behind them now.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got millions and took and stole Joe Jackson's legacy.
Damn right.
Stole it from him and Kathy. And instead turned it into a big campaign for the homosexual life.
If I could say
Please,
something
Cat.
so heavy what you bringing out is
Cat,
that
come on, you want to get into
any time that you see,
okay, hold.
you know, black masculinity being attacked like this through a movie, through radio, the whole point is so the white man could be your father. Exactly. He wants to be your spiritual father. As you seen in the movie, they making the record execs and the cat that Michael deal with, like they should get the credit for his success. When the credits of his success should be towards his father, not towards them. Right. You know, and it's so heavy that they come out with a movie like this now when 80% of black homes are already destroyed. This goes to show you that this man is trying to completely wipe you out, which is why a leader like Commander Jenny and Hunter is so important. We want to thank under Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? We want to thank Commander Jenny Hunter for coming. He didn't have to do this. He didn't have to come to Gary to shoot this film. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing this so you brothers and sisters can wake up to the attack and the assault that the black and brown family is under. So I just want to thank you for coming out doing that.
For that. All right, so can I get that other scripture? You got it? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This is Matthew's, the 19th chapter, and the 8th verse. He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives.
Right, because our hearts was hardened when we came out of Egypt. Because why? The Egyptians taught us to hate our wives, just like America teaching us to hate our wives. So our hearts was hardened. They made our women harlots, so of course we didn't want to deal with them. But so Moses said, well, to get us out of here and keep us all together, I'm gonna let y'all divorce her. If she ain't right, you can prove she ain't right, I'm gonna let you divorce her. And he knew it wasn't the original law, but he trying to save these people out of here. So he turned around and passed that law for us to try to, you know, be able to still function. And how did that happen? Being under the Egyptians, man. What has happened to the black all over the internet? People is arguing and debating over relationships and what's right and what's wrong and can you do this and can you do that and all this. The whole debate is because the slave master has destroyed the structure of the family. He destroyed it with things like this. He destroyed the structure of the family, and more importantly, destroyed the structure of the black man's image so that he could destroy the family, which in essence was binding the strong man without chains, which is what he did. Read on.
But from the beginning, it was not so.
But in the beginning, it wasn't so. Once we got out of here and was out of here for a decent period of time, we was able to fix us and put our marriages back together and put our families back together. And that's what made it right. You know what I mean? So we should wake up. We should open our eyes that so much is being done to us that we're totally unaware of. But now is the time to become aware of it. Go ahead.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso married her, which is put away, doth commit adultery.
Right. Christ tried to set the record straight. You can't just decide to sleep with a woman, throw her away, and then you go get another one. Christ said that's adultery. You understand? And you can't just see some woman who the brother threw away wrongfully and say you gonna creep up there and now marry her. Christ said you commit adultery too. You know what I mean? So these are the kind of things we need back in our world. You know what I mean? We instead of arguing all day on the internet on what a woman could do and what a relationship should be and how it should be and all this old bullshit, we need to go back to the rules that's already been written 5,000 years ago for us to rock on out. Then we can get on the bigger problems, you know what I'm saying? Like the black man's image, like the image of blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, like the struggle that we have that's always in the hands of somebody else. We can't get to that if we all stuck on how can I be in a relationship? Should I be in this, that, and the other? Joe and Catherine gave us a blueprint, man. They gave us a straight up blueprint. You got 9, stick together, struggle together, pay for them kids together. You understand? Work hard at it to do it. Discipline them kids. All that is in the movie, but it ain't in the movie showing Joe and Catherine like they did it right. You know what I mean? It's in the movie to show him as a demon in the whole damn movie. You know what I mean? Which is evil ahead and evil as hell and we're gonna speak on things like this in Hollywood, man.
Right.
So I said what I wanted to say on the cat. Yo, man, I'm so mad.
If I can say
I
one
want to get
more
off this
thing,
block so goddamn bad.
You know what I mean?
And I want to see that steel mill that Joe suffered in trying to raise these 9 babies. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Where all the black movie producers and directors,
Right.
Tyler Perry's, to fix this?
Exactly.
Where they at? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna let our oppressor make a movie and downtrodden his brother's masculinity and his fatherhood, but where all the black? Because there's gonna be a ton of black people complaining. You know, they're seeing what we sing, but where y'all at to fix it?
Right.
You know, I just wanted to say that, General. And like you said,
he put on and dressed his damn self. So sorry.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
But that's okay. In time, we'll be strong enough to do these things.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? In time, we'll make the movie and they won't have to.
Damn right.
Right or wrong. You know what I mean? Once again, this nation can and will do everything it can to bring this nation back, and it'll have everything it needs. I cannot wait, like you bringing out, Cat. I can't wait till we have the day where we can now not go by what somebody else says about us. We can now turn around and keep the propaganda at a minimal by putting out those things that are accurate in this world. I just watched a white woman come on Black Authentic Truth's channel, and she said, look, black men are demonized in the news and demonized every day as being criminals and leaving their kids and all that. She said, let me tell you a secret. Now, this is according to her. You can go to Black Authentic Truth to find out. She said, what you don't know is that a white man kills his whole family every day in the United States. That's what she said. I was like, what? She said, every day in the United States, there's a white man who kills his family. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, in the news, if you had to guess just based on the propaganda, you would believe black men is the most horrible men in the world. When the statistics say 85% of black men stay with their family. 85%. That's what the record. That's what the stats say. That ain't what's on the campaign. That's not the propaganda. But that's what the stats say. You know what I'm saying? So, and if nobody don't bring it out, then we just look like, you know, evil men that don't care about our kids and our family. And brothers like Joe Jackson and Catherine Jackson, his wife, don't never get recognized for the amazing work that they did. You understand? This is Joe Jackson house.
Damn right.
Geopolitics has been full of a lot of chess metaphors lately.
It's like
down her to be his wife. That enticement or seduction does not change once she's your wife. You are seducing your wife as long as you're married to her, whether it's for sex, whether it's to calm her down, whether it's to get her mind right, whether it's to get her focused. That's what you're doing. That's your job as the parent or husband. As a parent or husband over these children, which is your wives, it is your job to know the attitudes of them, to know what sets them off, to know if you can talk, to know how stern to talk to them, how light to talk to them, what they can take, what they cannot take. That's your job.
All right, so you saying I need to be more understanding, Cat?
Hell yeah, you should be the more understanding you be, the better game you're gonna spit out. I'm trying to give you game. You want to know how to spit that game, you gotta know them. You know what the Bible says about brothers? No, it says, know them that labor among you. That's what it says.
All right, Cat, man. So yeah, you convinced me, man. For me, I'm gonna light up, bro.
There you go, lighten up on you. And if you beating your woman down, tell your woman to say thank you, Cap. And you better stop beating it down.
No, my woman already knows. I've already vetted women before, and it's not vetted, courted women.
No, what I'm saying is be more kind to your woman about this whole more than one wife thing. That's what I'm saying. If she's not fighting you on, if you like brothers have a habit sometimes of throwing in their women's face. Now, there's a woman. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a woman that you're going to throw it in her face. That woman exists. You may have a woman that you have to throw it in her face. That woman exists. That woman that want to argue with you. That woman that is talk about who you texting, where you going, how you doing, where you doing this, this. Because that woman, you know what you're gonna say to that woman? You're gonna say to that woman, let me tell you something, bitch. Every time you see me go out the door, I'm going to get another woman. Listen, I ain't even going to camp. I'm going to get a bitch. I ain't going to the feast day. I'm going to get a bitch. I ain't going to the gym. I'm going to get a bitch. There's a woman that you're going to tell that to. And then there's a woman that you.
You're a black Marine or a black whatever in the white man's military, that make them want to kill you more. Mm-hmm. Like when they see the uniform on you, they get an extra disdain for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand why in the hell do you want to fight for them.
Cared enough about your trials and tribulations, the things that you suffered through, and how to get out of that. That's your history. You don't need a white man to have no remembrances for it.
Yeah, you chastise the child too hard, or you create trauma. Yeah. If you don't say nothing to the child, then you making them soft. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no way for a black man to be right even when he is
white people that's out there that want to help black and Hispanic people, the best thing you can do is just leave us the hell alone.
They are all against you. They all want to destroy you, and the ultimate goal of all of them is to put you back into slavery and subjection.
Real Nigga University in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's get it.
1.
Man, here we go. Back on the set. Back for another one. My y'all, it just don't stop till we make it to the top.
Damn right.
About to get it in. Roundtable True. ISUPK. Y'all know how we do it every Friday. About to get it in like normal. Like always, before we get started on the show, we want to acknowledge the God of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
Properly pronounced Yahweh in the Hebrew.
That's right.
The nigga God, as we like to call him.
That's right.
Give him a hand, please. Also, we want to give it up to our King, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ.
That's right.
And yes, we do teach that Jesus Christ was a black man from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
All right. Also, with that being said, we got to give it up to the man with the plan, none other than Commanding General Yohana. Give it up. Yohana was two weeks ago? Came down here, had a bunch of ranks in his pocket. And gave them, took them out of his pocket and gave them out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So big up to Commander General Yohana. I believe he got ranks in his pocket for a few more places. You know what I mean? So you brothers out there putting in work, you know what I mean? You probably definitely finna get raised up soon. So, yeah, I mean, with that being said, I want to give it up to my hosts that rock it out with me every week. To my right, I got Captain Lamakiala in the building. To my left, all right, all of them high ranks now. We got Captain Yaradan in the building. To make the flyers and freshest t-shirts in the game.
I'm right.
Also in here with tonight, rocking it out every week. We got Captain Iowa Lum in the building. You understand? Also in here doing what he do every week. We got Officer 5K Mayad in the building. Of course, I got to give it up to my tech team in here tonight. Give it up for Officer Ramawan. Right. Newly raised 5,000. Officer Ramawan. Mm-hmm. His right hand man, Raj Karab. You understand? And we got a new member that look like he, you know what I'm saying? Is he officially on the tech team or Ramawan as well? He still got to put an application. Man, officially added member to the tech name. We got Rakam Yalo over there. Right. He over there pushing the buttons and moving the mouse and shit like he know what he going on. Nothing up, fresh in the game, man. Also here tonight, we got Officer Kazawan in the building. Right. So what's new out here? Talk to me, man. What's going on out here in the world? What you got for me?
Quick little sidebar, Kevin.
Please,
Good.
go ahead.
I know y'all been watching the playoffs.
Man,
it's going down in the West.
Oh yeah, they played tonight, didn't they?
Con.
Who getting it in tonight?
Spurs and OKC.
Spurs looking like that. Wemby looking like a world beat out there. What is he? 7 foot what?
6, I think. Up
Six.
top 5, some 6.
Ain't he 6?
7'1", 7'5" over the top.
Man, you drive to the hole on him. You trying to throw the shot way up, man. He's still smacking in the stand. You like that? You gonna get discouraged after a while, can't you? Yeah, man. Listen, we all had our heyday on the court. A lot of these brothers in here, man, they got bad knees, bad ankle, bad lower back. You know, but they still make it happen in that bedroom somehow. Get right on there.
Right.
For some reason, all the pain go away. Brother takes some Bengay or some Flow Flex off. Baby, I'll be ready. The brother don't want his wife to see him put it on. What you doing, baby? He take the flex off open the boat and put it behind his back like this. I ain't do nothing. I'll be there in that 1 second. I'll touch some fire to that tail. You go get in the bed. I'll be right there. Brother take it, rub it on his knees, his back. Now he good. Nigga come in the bedroom smelling like gasoline. Sloppy. I guess with that, we can go ahead and start with the show. What you got for me, Lamar? Let's go.
Come on. So first off, we're gonna go to a video of a YN brother. He went live and started telling the world that he just unalived his baby mama.
Damn.
That was rough.
I seen this was a rough one here.
Yeah, come on, God.
Oh man, this H2O goodness.
Then he went live to confess killing her and even more people that he murdered before doing the unthinkable. In this video, it's going viral.
Boy, this shit real life, boy. My life, nigga, I just fucking killed my baby mama, bro. I just killed my child mama, bro.
Dang.
Somebody you took care of, somebody you made sure was straight, bro. She went against me, nigga. The first time my baby mama tried to go against me, nigga, on my baby, nigga, the first time she tried to go against me, I took a plea deal so she didn't do it, nigga. That's how bad it hurt me the first time. I was willing to go do 5 years in prison, nigga, just so it didn't show, like, just so that shit didn't hit the net, just so folk didn't know, like, well, your baby mama testified on you, nigga. I took a plea deal. But that hoe was that mad that we couldn't be together, nigga. Like, that mad to the point where she was willing to testify on me, fool. I'm talking on a murder case. She ain't got no knowledge of, fool. She went and told these folks I came to the house throwing up. Nigga, I shot so many niggas. How many niggas done felt this bitch? I ain't throwed up. Nigga done felt this bitch so many times. I can't live with knowing I did no shit like that. I can't live with knowing that I whacked up for trying to go against me, bro. They go a lie. Nigga, I took care of my child, nigga, on TV. Nigga, I took care of my child, nigga. She ain't did nothing. She ain't buy my child no clothes or shoes or nothing. Nigga, I bought all that. TB, nigga, so many niggas dead right now. On my baby, Gabriel Williams, whatever his name is, I whacked him on TB, nigga, 2 shots. I made it first, I hit him in the head, the second shot, nigga, killed him.
What?
On TB, nigga.
He would then go on to name all the people in his city that he murdered. And he tried to explain why he shot her.
Nigga, I know I'm finna die. Nigga, nigga, God ain't gonna repent me for none of this shit I did, nigga. I let my emotion get the best of me, though. Talk, nigga, my son needed somebody, nigga. I took the one somebody who could have been there. Imagine that shit, though, bro. Like somebody you been there for. Ain't nobody gonna feel me, though. You gotta imagine that shit, bro. Accountability, nigga. Terry's burden. He locked up for September, if I ain't mistaken, September the 14th, nigga, 2025, 2024. One murder, nigga. I did that. I killed, bro.
He died after that recording, leaving their kid with no parents. But now his family is speaking out, trying to defend his actions. And they told some secrets about both of them. And his sister's trying to say the girl, allegedly, might not be completely innocent.
Both of them got blood on their mother hand. My brother is young. She is up there. Anytime my brother's fresh out of jail going with this girl, anytime my brother don't know nothing about half of the niggas that he set up and did the shit with, this girl put him on the boys. She put him on. So if you gonna be Bunny and Clyde, you gonna ride like Bunny and Clyde. You got the blood on your hands just as he got the blood on his hands. They been setting up niggas and robbing niggas together. Damn. They been doing this shit since both of them gone. Let's clear the motherfucking air. Let's clear it. She was setting up niggas, fucking niggas, all the niggas.
Dang.
As I can see, I ain't talking her down, I love her, but these bitches, her family, her friends, all these bitches on here talking shit don't know about. Because our hoes went there. And yeah, we can get like that. It always been like that on my end.
The worst part about this whole thing is that they kid just lost 2 parents in one night. That baby ain't got no mama and daddy no more. And the daddy is the one who took the mama. After the mama tried to testify on the daddy and sent him to prison, this whole thing is absolutely treacherous. I mean, it's one of the worst stories that we've heard.
Stop it right there. Where we going with this one? Oh, jeez. That's a rough one, Cap. Go ahead, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the brother unalived himself soon after he finished that video, you know what I mean? And of course, you know what I'm saying, we got to put the blame for the destruction. That brother and that sister were both destroyed. Severely destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And we do got to put the blame to where it properly goes. Come on. You know what I'm saying? First off, the Christian church. That's a fact. I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying, if that brother and sister were not in church, their parents was constantly trying to drag them to church. You know what I mean? As you see, he said, God ain't going to, repent me for anything that I've done. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't really understand who the Lord is and who he is to the Lord. Damn right. And same with the sister that he's with. You know, they don't understand their position in the Lord's kingdom, or they wouldn't have done the things that they've done to each other or to other people. That's right. Then we got to put the, you know what I'm saying, the blame not only, of course, on black leaders. That's failed black leadership in every political community sense. And then, of course, the ultimate blame goes to the white man, who's the devil the Bible speaks of, who we've learned all this destruction from for the last 400-500 years. You know what I mean? That's it. Get it, brother.
Yeah, if I could too, sir. I heard it broke down, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, like when the demon like wears off of you, you know what I'm saying, then you start to realize get me right, Captain. Is that what I was saying in that video? Exactly when the demon, you know what I'm saying, went, you know what I'm saying, he done did his job, he done backed off the brother. Now the brother realizing all the things that he done did, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? From just, you know what I'm saying, just yielding himself to that demon, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he said it himself. He said he said he lost his emotions. Then he said something like that, you know, which is it's so important that, again, that these young boys have a father in the home. If not a father, they need to have some type of masculine person that they can look to help them master their emotions. Because a lot of the stuff that you see these young brothers doing is from being so emotional. You get my point? From the household that they come from. We look at the simple things like the structure of a home and don't understand how important it is. Like my yard said it best when he just said the church, the black leadership, the white man. And a lot of people might say, well, why would you blame the white man for something like this? Because if you listen to this cat right here, he's breaking down for you how mentally sick he is, right? And where does this mental illness come from him to even do like that? You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is go turn on the YouTube music or turn on the radio, and what you gonna hear pumping out your radio? Cats talking about they killed their baby mother and killed this cat, and you know what I'm saying, and got all these bodies and so if you have a music industry that the culture is about unaliving each other, then what you think these young cats gonna do that come from homes with no structures in place? Right. Now, the reason why I get put on the white man is because he is the one that controls the airwaves. He the one that give out the rap contracts for these young cats to rap about unaliving each other. He the one that give out the rap contracts for our daughters for whoredom to be pushed on our daughters. You understand? This is why the Bible say I'm paraphrasing it. We fight against spiritual things in high places. Those spiritual things in high places is cats who run the TV, who run the music in it, who write law. The white man, again, the worst enemy to have is an enemy that punches you out with and you can't see the punches. Like we see each other, we in black and brown community, we see what we doing to each other, so we blame each other. but you don't see the white man fighting against you, and he the one. It's like an invisible enemy, right? What was that movie where the cat be fighting somebody but he can't?
Fight Club, sir.
Was a Fight Club? He fighting an invisible person. It was like a movie. Was a Fight Club?
That was Fight Club. He thought he was fighting. He thought he was fighting somebody the whole time.
Yeah.
Turned out, he had another personality.
I didn't see the one, but I was thinking about was Predator. You know how the Predator cat here be fighting, and he make himself disappear, and he can't see the cat. Now an invisible person is punching him. Well, that's how white supremacy works. You know what I'm saying? They control the TV, control, you know what I'm saying, the music, and pump this, you know what I'm saying, through the airwaves to control the minds of our people. And the only problem is the things that they're pumping through the music has made us mentally ill. Brother, that young brother you just saying right there, that brother suffer from mental illness, man. And he's telling you, he's trying to express it, but don't know how to express it. You understand? White man, what he do? He go in the damn law of justice and wrote a law in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? That said, feed the women and children, take the man out the home. Now, I don't think that exists anymore, but the damage has already been done. Now it's a culture. A woman don't have to be told a man can't be in there. Now she just carry on. Excuse me. She just carry on from what her mother and her great grandmother did. Now it's a culture. It's a demon that we don't see that live amongst us. And these type of things right here have to be acknowledged and pointed out. I belong.
Khan, sir, to your point, that's why it's so imperative for brothers and sisters in the world to listen to Commander Jayhana and the brothers in the school, because we can see what's invisible to you.
That's it.
And since we can see what's invisible to you, we can help you, that our, brothers in the world can't see.
That's a fact.
Like, for a prime example, if I could, Cap,
come on.
A lot of brothers in the world, like gangsters, they'll tell you, man, it ain't the white man that's killing me. It's my own brother.
That's it.
But you just can't see the root cause.
You know what I'm saying? The point. Get the brother a hand for that one. Right. You know what I'm saying? The root cause is the problem. You get my point? And again, this type of thing has to be addressed. Now, just think about this. If that young brother had came and sat in our class, he'd still be alive. His girl will still be alive. The youth don't go to the church because they know the church ain't got the proper medicine to be able to fix it. They hypocrites them they damn self. So they definitely ain't got. But the problem is a lot of y'all scare people from the Hebrew Israelites and from the ISUBK because of how we dress. They look how they dress. They dress for all funny. You know what I'm saying? Look at the things that they saying. But the things that we saying and the culture that you see us with, the way we dress, the way we talk, the rules we live by, is what keep black and brown men alive. The proof of the pudding is how many cats in here you ever heard of being murdered since 1969? Zero. You understand, Raj Karab?
You got to view that coming out of Don City about how important the black parts being held.
Okay, go ahead, play that.
Oh my God.
I don't care. I don't care. Have a seat. Until you're ready to take the mic. You won't get the mic up there.
Dad, I just can't.
Whining and crying ain't gonna help you. Whining and crying ain't gonna help you. So now, so you can whine and cry, and then when you get done, you still gotta take the mic up there.
I just need help.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Dad.
You just gonna stay in pain until you get the mic up there.
Dad, you want me in pain?
No, I want you to get the mic up there. Hurry up.
I just need help.
No, you don't. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. You're not hurt. I'm always hurt. I still figure it out. Stand the bike back up. Go. Stand the bike back up. No, you are being delirious. That's your problem.
What is that?
Yeah, you're just whining and crying instead of you shut the hell up and stop whining and crying and suck it up. You can do it.
Bring the bike down. Thank you. Turn the wheel and grab the bike by the middle bar, like I keep telling you. By the middle bar and pick the. Thank you. Pick the bike up. Open this on the Yep. There you go. And get the bike now. Now you better take your time because it's gonna fall back down the steps. What you trying to be all emotional? Yep. Yeah, thank you. Take the bike in there and then lock the door.
Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Break it down, y'all.
Yeah, so just like you were saying, Cap, the brother said, you know what I'm saying, he reacted off of his emotions. Well, we don't understand that this comes from a small child. And a woman dealing with this situation wouldn't have probably handled it the same way.
She wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? She would have been like, okay, baby, it's okay. I'll take the bike in.
Or wouldn't have said nothing.
Kind of
which really only made the problem worse. I'm sorry to cut you go ahead.
No, that's all I had with the Cap. Like, I just thought that was essential when you said the thing about the emotion, because that brother done took all of these lives out of there because nobody was able to contain his emotions.
Like the father, that's why I say that I'm coming to you, Ramon. That's why that video, that was an example of how you deal with a son.
Right.
Now imagine that same child with no father there to deal with the emotion of him getting that bike. That bike would have stayed right there on the ground. He would have never been, got that bike up, and he would have never been taught how to sort out that situation. And what happens is, years after years of growing up like that, man, what you think he gonna do when you put a gun in his hand?
Right.
And let me tell you something. White supremacy knows this. They know that when you remove a father, that these young boys gonna grow up like that. But again, like the record exec said on Hot 97 at the time, he got mouths to feed. Remember when they asked him, Leo Cole, about the things that he put in music? What'd he say? Man, I got mouths to feed. This is what they think about you, which is why you can't turn to the same people that then put this poison on you and to destroy you. You can't now go to this same people like little children going to white people and asking them to fix your problem.
Right.
Or thinking that having a bunch of money, getting to a bag, gonna fix this problem. You understand? This right here, what you seen on the video is an example that fatherhood is more important than money.
Damn right.
And even food. You need money. You need food. But more important than anything, you need guidance and instruction. Like this cat right here, this cat like that, they label him Joe Jackson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they look at it, they try to tell you fatherhood like that, especially when a black man do it, man, you looked at as a evil man for doing it. As a crook. You get my point? Come on, Roman.
So like, I was just gonna say, like, that video reminded me so much of me dealing with my son. You know, when he was a little bit younger or whatever. And the outcome of it, you know what I'm saying, as far as like a lot of people looking at that video and just looking at the father and the son, but not even understanding that father correcting the son is also correcting his mother, letting her know, like, hey, this is how I'm gonna be to raise him. He's gonna be tough.
That's it.
He is gonna take. It's gonna be times where you're gonna have your son. He's gonna have this. He gonna go to his mother and stuff like that. But you always gotta be stern on what you do.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying, as a father, because if not, like you said earlier, Cap, your son is gonna have that gun in his hand. Now, once he put that gun in his hand, he gonna have two decisions to make.
Come on.
Is he gonna think what his mother told him to do, or is he gonna think what his father told him to do?
But this is why you need balance too, because you see, once the father was done with him, the father walked out. Now when he going at home, now after he done with all that, having that tough time bringing that bike up there, now he can go lay in his mother's arms and cry a little more. You get my point? She can nourish him. It's all right, baby. Boom, 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 boom. The fact that we think that we can raise children without each other shows that we sick. White man is white man is sick, man. Like America didn't get to where they got to because of moral excellence. They got to where they got to because they said we're gonna just split everybody head open and start a society. So we're gonna enslave everybody, start a society. We're gonna teach everybody a false religion to control them for hundreds of years, and that, you know what I'm saying, and that's what it is. But the thing about the Most High is the Lord know how to bring all of that to a closure.
That's right.
And He's doing it now. And the Lord is also calling you Negroes and you Hispanic and you Native Indians.
He calling you back to who you are. And how he doing that? By the prophets of the Lord in the eyes you can catch.
I'm right,
You know what I'm saying? You might not like what we say. You may have never investigated what a Hebrew Israelite is, but okay, the Lord is going to make you investigate because this kingdom that you love to just do all wickedness in is finna be over with. All books come to a close. This American book is about to close. And this book here, unfortunately for blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, get me right on this, IG, this particular book here is been a book of 400 years of nightmares.
Right.
Now it's time for a new book to be open. And that new book that's going to be open is called The Kingdom of Heaven. That's right. You understand? In order for us to get the Kingdom of Heaven, brothers and sisters, we're going to have to turn to the Lord, which means we're going to have to stop being evil, man. Right. Stop doing wickedness in order for we can get to the kingdom. You keep talking about, you hear cats mockers all the time say, well, where's this sky god y'all talking about? Where is he at? Well, he gonna show up, nigga, when you stop getting high.
Right.
You get my point? Then that sky god appear in the sky when you stop being a damn drug addict.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When our women stop being whores, that sky god gonna show up. When we stop abusing each other. You understand? Stop stealing from one another and doing all type of sin, you know, stand here and show up. This slavery here, you're gonna have to earn your way out. That's kind of how life works. You don't get rewarded or get saved when you don't put no work in to be able to, for this thing to be able to happen. And the Most High, like any good father, you see how that father made him take that bike up, whereas the people, the Lord, making us take that bike up the steps. We better do it. You understand? We'll come y'all. You know, I'll come to y'all, G.
Like if I could,
please.
This father right here was a perfect representation of like how to teach your children, because he just taught him a whole lesson about problem resolution in this one video.
That's it.
And I seen the caption on the video. They was like, "Is this right? Is this correct?" Yeah. And I want to say yes, absolutely. This is way on how to do it. He just taught him a whole lesson. Just by taking a bike up there.
That's a fact. And let me tell you something. The fact that they even asked it is this, right? So show you where we at.
Comic-Con. So, to your point, man, the number one commodity in our community is black power. Like me just being in the school and, you know, learning and knowing what I know now, I be looking at the children and they just so unruly. Out of control. The mothers can't control them. I'm talking about the kids hitting the mother and all type of shit. I'm looking at the kid. I was just with my family in the world. I'm looking at some of my nephews and nieces. I'm like, just give them to me for about 2 days.
Right. I'm having a G sitting there. You can't even enjoy it. Man, around a family function, he ready to whoop everybody.
Man.
You hear me? He looking at that's how I be. I be looking at all my little cousins when I go to family function. Like, man, just like IG say, just give me a week with you, man. And I'm gonna get you all the way right.
Push ups, sit ups. I'm gonna return them to you. They gonna be an Indian style. Sit down.
That's a fact, and it's something that they needed. It's something that they need. Because guess what? If they don't get the correction when they're young or whatever, and from their home, then guess what? The prisons is waiting on.
Right.
And the government, we ain't got to go nowhere else but that. The government of the United States want black and brown children in the prison.
Right.
They want them there. They don't want them to succeed, you dumbass.
Right.
So you keep these black leaders that make you think that America is post-racial. That's what we're going over here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think America is post-racial, then you are delusional.
Right, sir.
That's what you are. You live in a place of delusion. Like Freddy Krueger, you know what I'm saying, might as well be real to you. But let's just say that you don't need Freddy Krueger because the Democrats and the Republicans is Freddy Krueger.
Right. Oh my God.
Come on, y'all now.
If I could just tell a quick story, man. Like when I was in I think I was like a freshman in high school. I just decided one day I was gonna drop out of school. You know what I'm saying? So my pops, he come back and get me. He's like, "You dropping out of school?" I'm like, yeah, I just ain't gonna go. I ain't going no more. You know what I'm saying? So he go and he's like, come get in the car. He drive me down to the police station. You know what I'm saying? Take me into the police station. He's like, he said he dropping out of school. You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do? You know what the police officer said, right?
What'd he say?
he said we can't do nothing to him now. But you know what I'm saying, he'll eventually end up here.
Damn. They know it.
And my pops was pissed because he thinking he finna go show me a lesson. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
We can't, but he essentially saying like he just gonna end up in the penitentiary sooner or later. So that's it. That's when we handle.
That's it. They listen. They waiting. The prison and the jails is waiting on their quota. They already know these communities. Leave them destroyed. If you leave them destroyed, their sons and their daughters is gonna make their way right to where we need them to be.
That's right.
And of course, you know now when you get locked up, you ain't just sitting in no cell. Some ton of these prisons, man, they putting you to work.
Oh, kind of.
You in there working, you know what I'm saying, sun up to sun down like a slave.
Right.
Come on, Lamakiala.
Kind like when we don't understand, like when we raised by our mothers in a single mother household, single parent household, we end up taking on the same type of characteristics that women had.
That's it.
That they lash out at everything.
For sure.
You understand? Any difficulty, any trouble, any frustration, they lash out and throw all the emotions and anger towards it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give it back to you, but the whole lashing out and the emotional, they doing that because the man is not in the house with them. Like a man is just ain't meant to just have sex with you, woman. You know what I'm saying? Like he's also there for emotional support.
Right.
That's what we don't understand. And if a man ain't there for a woman so she can cry on that man's shoulder, man, you putting a woman in one hellified position talking about raising a family by herself. It should be a criminal, man.
Right.
And again, this is why you need a culture that says when a man and a woman lie down together, they are married. There's no such thing as casual sex in the Bible, you big, dumb, stupid idiots.
Right.
Back to the brother.
And because our women haven't been taught emotional correction or whatever, they put that same learning upon their children.
Right.
And because they put it on their children now the same way with EYN, he got emotional. Like you said, he got emotional because they don't know how to just endure pain and fight through it logically.
That's it.
You understand? Because we weren't taught to go through frustration. We weren't taught to go through anger. We just like the little boy did on the video. He lashed out on the bicycle. It's a bicycle. It doesn't feel the pain, but he had to lash out at something because he was never taught, well, at least beforehand, that he needed to just realize he's gonna have to overcome it regardless.
Man, come on.
You understand? Lashing out in anger is the one thing that leads you to prison.
That's it.
That's the small little lapse of judgment that anger gives you or frustration gives you.
Come on,
will end your life.
Damn right.
And that's literally what it did to this brother.
Come on, my y'all.
Hey, Captain, if I could, and just to add a layer on to that, the reason that we got these sisters out here, you know what I'm saying, and so out of control with their emotions is once again because they don't have a father in the household to check them and their emotions when they come up.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Because the father, like me with my daughter, my daughter, 15 months old?
Right.
You know what I mean? I see her throwing little temper tantrums and stuff like that, all, trying to get her way.
That's it.
And I'm not having that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm
hey, stop. Hey, you know what I mean? I'm
in this backward society, you ain't supposed to correct girls.
Right.
You supposed to go to jail for telling a girl no.
Right.
But carry on.
But that's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact, Cap. But you know what I'm saying? Because I love my daughter.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And because I love my people.
Come on.
I am not going to let anything from my loins come out here unchecked, undisciplined, and running wild in the street, controlled by every little demon and doctrine that comes into their simple little minds.
Come on.
No, they are going to be steered in the right direction. They're going to have some discipline and some decorum about them.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? And when you take a father out of the household,
come on,
we see the destruction on the boys, and we know that's because of the mother.
That's it.
But the problem is the destruction began with the mother because the mother didn't have a father.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And this generational thing, the welfare system, that caused a perpetual ball of degeneracy to develop in our community.
Come on.
That's going to stop right here with the ISUPK.
Come on. Right. Come on, Rumble One. Last point on this.
It is quick, to be honest with you.
Ain't no sweat.
Because I just, not to take nothing off of what we just talking about with the sisters or whatever, but I do just want to kind of give it up to that brother. Like, we need more brothers like this.
That's a fact.
And that's something that we need to be, posting and put, like, everybody should be posting videos of like that video right there.
That's it.
Because it's so instrumental to us growing as, like, we ain't. The Bible says, "Come to Zephaniah 2:1, come together, O nation not desired." That ain't just talking about us. It means your families got to come together. That means son, mother, father, and son got to come together. Mother, father, daughter got like all of this got to happen before you thinking about you want Christ to come back.
That's it.
Christ ain't coming back unless you get your house in order first.
That's
you can't even go get nobody else until you get your house in order.
They don't understand that come together. I mean, black and brown people have to take the Lord's culture and be like-minded. We have to all live by the same rules. We can't be a people and serve like black people, man. We so ignorant, man. And I got to get on my people. I love you, but we believe that we all black and we can all serve 15 different gods.
Right.
And be together. And that's confusion at its finest. This is why in the ISUBK, we teach you about the nigga God.
Damn right.
The nigga God tell you we have to be one mind. That man and woman got to be of one mind in that house. With them children, you got to be one mind. With your brothers and sisters have to be one mind as well. And that one mind is different from the mind that white America have gave you. White supremacy gave you a mind of destruction.
Right.
You understand? Like he used to whoop you. He used to be the one that hates you and hanging. Now you do it to yourself because you have adapted his mind and don't even realize it, and then get mad when somebody pointed out. And this is the reason why General Yohana made the tape when he was up here 2 weeks ago when we went out there at Gary, and he spoke about Joe Jackson because Joe Jackson has to be brought. Joe Jackson is a spirit that has to be brought out that black men need to take hold of again. Which is be a man in your house.
Right.
You understand? Be a man in your house because the devil is out to get your children. That's why the scripture say if you bind a straw man, you destroy his good. How does the white man bind you? He go right in the Senate office, write a law, make sure you can't be in the home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you about it. Now he can go, and he's feasting, and I can get to these women. You know what I'm saying? I can get to these kids, and I'm gonna do with them whatever the hell we want. Let's fix this, man. We could do it. You could do this by coming back to the truth, by coming back to real leadership. You got real leadership right here in the ISUBK. If you ain't never heard of the ISUBK, you just not hearing about it, man, that means that God is with you, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stop going in the closet and praying in the damn, you got your shirt and the pants hanging up and you're in there in the dark, you know what I'm saying? And thinking you talking to God. You're talking to a damn demon in your mind, your stupid mind. The God talking to you now, like he's always done. Why you think when you go to the Bible, it's called the book of the prophets.
Right.
Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Moses. Guess what they were? All men. All men of God. And the Lord spoke through these men.
Right.
So now you think that the Lord are not going to bring prophets here in America in this day and age? Are you insane? Commander General Yohana is a prophet.
Damn right.
General Muhammad is a prophet.
That's right.
General Mayat, prophet. General Haas, all the generals, prophet. You gonna tell me Captain Tazaryak ain't a prophet of God? You don't see the work this man doing?
Right.
What we talking about? Man, what we at next, Lamar? Let's go.
Come on, we going into the DOJ creates a fund worth near 1.8 billion to pay Trump's allies.
Trump. This guy here, he just can't get enough, man.
At least it's amusing. At least it's amusing.
I know, right?
Your money tonight. The Justice Department has now set up a fund paid for in taxpayer money, $1.8 billion, what the president calls an anti-weaponization fund to compensate Trump allies, including the rioters on January 6th. Here's Rachel Scott.
Tonight, the Justice Department announcing a new so-called anti-weaponization fund, $1.8 billion in taxpayer money to be given away to allies of President Trump who claim they were unfairly treated by the Biden DOJ. Among those who could see payouts, the 1,600 people charged in connection with the riot at the Capitol on January 6th. President Trump told his supporters to march to the Capitol.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol because you'll never take back our country with weakness.
Today, the president defending the new fund.
This is reimbursing people that were horribly treated. It's anti-weaponization. They've been weaponized.
They've been, in some cases, imprisoned wrongly.
The fund is part of a legal settlement between President Trump and his own administration. The president agreeing to drop his $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS over the leak of some of his tax returns several years ago. He's also dropping $230 million in claims against the Justice Department for investigations they launched against him. President Trump has acknowledged the unprecedented circumstances, a president suing his own administration, which he controls. Democrats tonight calling it a MAGA slush fund.
Trump pardoned violent insurrectionists who assaulted your Capitol to overturn your votes. And now he wants to give them your hard-earned tax dollars as a reward. Can you believe that?
And again, David, we're talking about nearly $1.
Where we going, Aggie? Come on, Aggie.
Cap, if I'm hearing this right, so like the Proud Boys, the Aryans, and the KKK that stormed the Capitol building, they're gonna get paid a couple $1 million.
They're getting a stipend.
Yep.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They getting a stipend from the president of the United States. Now, if this ain't a Nazi Gestapo, you know what I'm saying, ran government, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? Where you're paying cats that ran up in the damn White House. Committed crimes. You know,
real quick, Cap, I gotta do the math on this because it was 1.8 billion and they said it was 1,600 people.
Let's see. Let's get the correct numbers on that.
That's about 10. That's about what, 10 million?
Right.
Dang, like 9.7 or something.
Go ahead.
It's the only podcast that's gonna do the math right there.
Right there and there.
Right. You gonna say wait till next episode?
Listen, that is a fact. My point of it is, in the whole matter is, what do you expect from a cat that got how many felonies they say he got?
34, sir.
He got 34 felonies. You understand? Like, what do you expect from a cat like this? Y'all done?
And what's so heavy is also at a one he talking about these people just being treated unfairly and the things that they had to pay. Now Trump is just from last week. He's saying that he's not stopping what's going on in Iran, and he don't care about the economy of Americans. He's gonna stop them from having a nuclear weapon by any means, and he's not focused on the economics of Americans, period. He's on record for saying this just a week ago.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And then you see this immediately after that he claims that he ain't have no parts in it.
Right.
But it only benefits his allies.
Get a brother a hand for that one, Aki.
Hey, Cap.
Come on, what we looking at?
$1,125,000 a piece.
So for each person that what was the White House they ran up in, or the
State Capitol.
So for everybody that ran up in the state capitol, they getting $1 million reward.
Damn, I should have ran up.
That's initially what's going on. Please,
causing 5 deaths as well.
They caused 5 deaths. Ran up in the state capitol, caused all type of injuries, and destroyed a ton of things, and they getting a reward for it. Come on, Lamar.
Well, obviously we've seen that crime is what pays in America.
That's a fact.
You understand? If the president has 34 felonies and was able to become the ruler of the so-called free world, why wouldn't he just pay all the other criminals that are under his support?
Right.
It's easy. He's okay, cool. Okay, you're gonna do what I say. Here's money. You're gonna do what I say. Here's money. But when it's black folk, oh no, you're going to the penitentiary. Right. You're gonna get put down to death.
Right.
You understand? But that's the so-called white man. He's always been a ruler of crime.
And now, what do you think that this does to the average white supremacist that want to go out and harm someone? You see what I'm saying? Like, you're pretty much encouraging. You telling him you're gonna get him a check for going out there acting like a damn maniac. Man, black people and brown people, man, you better realize and understand where you living at. I know you may think you must think this is a bad dream, huh? I guess Martin Luther King dream for sure, and probably left your mind at this point, huh?
Right.
You still believe in Martin Luther King, or have you woke up to reality and understand that you living in Nazi Germany 2.0?
Right.
Now he's cutting these checks, you know what I'm saying, as the gas prices is going through the roof. You think he'd take that money and invest it in something else besides giving money to a bunch of criminals?
Right.
But what you expect from this guy here, man? Rowan, please.
I just wanted to say, like, our people, I'm talking about as far as blacks, Hispanics, so they look at this you know what I'm saying, creep this monster right here. The same way they look at, they looked at, Carlos Gambino, all of them gangsters back in the days.
Right.
Because now they look at him and they say, well, if he can get away with it, then I'm gonna roll with him because I know that as long as I ride with him, I can get away with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they look at him like he's basically we got a picture that, because I don't want to just put that he got printed up.
That's it.
With Donald Trump as like basically right next to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? This the way our people, I'm talking about blacks and Hispanics, look at him right now because of the things that he's like when they see this stuff, which he does it on purpose. He does this for a reason.
That's a fact.
So it can be seen by our people. Our people can see it and say, yeah, hey, hey, as long as you ride with me, you good.
Yeah.
Our people are so dumbfounded. They look at this and think that this the end all be all. Like, it's like he really finna be in office for long enough to see your destruction because it's destruction coming.
Well, you right, partly in that, but he really do this to encourage white supremacy. That's the main reason that he do it. Remember, his whole campaign has been "Make America Great Again."
Right.
And people are baffled by it because America been the number one superpower for how long? They've been since World War I. They've been the number one superpower in the earth. So when he made the statement, "Make America Great Again," what could he be talking about?
Right.
I mean, black people in the back of your mind, I think you kind of know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? The whole "Make America Great Again" mean they want to be able to start hanging you on trees again and be able to have a picnic when they do it. That's what I'm coming to you. That's what they was doing. They want to be able to, like the governor said a couple podcasts ago, but they want to be able to take your kids' cell phones away and be able to go ahead and put them. What do you say? Put them on the plantation.
What they call them?
Wellness farm.
They didn't call it a wellness farm.
Wellness farm.
Yeah, right. You understand? Like that's the whole "Make America Great Again" is everything that you see them doing. So when you see him make a move like that, it's to encourage that even more.
Okay.
You ever done?
Yes, sir. So also, just lost.
There ain't no sweat. It'll come back to you. You know what I'm saying? We'll swing it right. Anybody else before we put my yard?
Hey, Khan. What Trump is doing, sir, is he's paying his private militia.
That's it.
You know what I mean? He's going to give all of those violent insurrectionists, which is what they were called originally, because they committed treason against their country.
That's it.
You know what I mean? By trying to overthrow the government.
That's it.
If you're going to overthrow the government, you got to succeed.
That's it.
Other than that, you're a traitor and you're an insurrectionist and you're supposed to be jailed and technically you're supposed to be executed.
I mean, what we talking about, man? Not only is he encouraging white supremacy, man, when he got in office, he went there and fired all the black people that was working in the damn you know what I'm saying, in the government job. Got rid of them all. You know what I'm saying? So then what came after that? Now they in Memphis and New Orleans, and they didn't made it so where it's gonna be hard for black people to vote. All this stems from him, which is why the brother made the picture of him posing as white Jesus, Caesar Bozier, because that's like a signal, you know what I'm saying, to white supremacy. Like remember how you line it's a signal to white supremacy that, man, listen, we taking this joint back. Like these cats been mad ever since they lost the Civil War. Ever since they lost the Civil War, they've been wanting to be able to just be all out racist. White people they got something in them where they just got to harm, they got to burn down, they got to underlive, they got to rape. And guess what? Nothing can change them. You black people, you think singing to these people is gonna make them change. You know what I'm saying? I just watched some videos earlier where you had parents sending their kids to racist schools in Mississippi, and the white people beat up the kids. Adults was hitting them in the what idiot sends their 5 and 6 year old sons and daughters to a racist school to integrate? And then you turn around and teach us this like that was intelligent. They fought for us to do what? Fought for us to look at the condition we in. Then you see that none of that worked. That's why you have to have prophets of the Lord who don't care about joining this white society, man. Don't don't care about the money that you get from this place, man. Money, that's why I love you brothers, because you real brothers, you understand? And can't nobody come buy you off to make you go against the morals that the Most High then put it instill in all of us. You understand? Y'all done?
Yeah, I got it back out of one. So you know, we remember all the people that was trying to support, you know, Obama, you know what I'm saying, and saying like, where he can't, you know what I'm saying, just stop and just do, you know what I'm saying, stuff just specifically for black people. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump didn't get that memo. Because, you know what I'm saying, all the things that black people was saying to Obama, like, you know what I'm saying, why you ain't speaking out on, you know what I'm saying, what's happening with, you know, people getting murdered. Like, you know, black people was getting murdered in the streets by police like nothing, like no other time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, according to him, they're gonna get a check.
Right.
Moving forward, well, they already been getting that. Think about how many cops then unalive black and brown men, and then they don't lose their job, they just get moved to a different position. Or they leave that police force, get a paid leave, and they just go join
the next
another force. When a cat like that should never get a job again. You understand? Like, but this is the reality of what we've been living at. A nightmare. But again, a nightmare, when a nightmare becomes the norm, it's just another, it ain't a nightmare no more. It's just a regular day here in America. Until you have intelligent men that say, well, I don't want to be oppressed no more. And that's where we come in. Like we didn't live with oppression our whole life as black men. We looked at the history of our people and seen the oppression that they lived under, and saying that this is just something that is always going to exist here in America. Now, us as a man and we having children, what man in his right mind want his children to experience this?
Right.
You get my point? Then if you have a Commander General Hunter who come along and say, well, all this is going on because of our disobedience to the nigga God. God put us under the foot of these people. God put us in this predicament. But God also said if we start to do what he say, that he gonna take this man and do with him what he did to us. You understand? That will make you say, well, maybe we should start listening to God, but we don't want to do that. We want to remain in this pit of evil and you know, just continue to get abused.
Lamar, if I may, but the scriptures say that Esau, which is a so-called white man, was blessed with the sword. You understand? That sword isn't for peace and hugs and giggles. You understand? That sword is for unaliving, it's for conquering, it's for destruction. You understand? If that's his talent, why not utilize your talent? Don't all the sports athletes, they're physically strong, they utilize it. You have a good voice, you utilize it in singing. You understand? The so-called white man has a talent, and that's for creating destruction. You understand? So he's going to keep doing that as long as he lives, because to him, that's the winning factor. He's always been winning because he's the greatest at destructing, to destroying, to unaliving. So why would he change what's successful?
And you got to remember, if you understand the Bible, all these kingdoms have been put in the hand of Satan. All these empires, and America is the last empire under the rule of Satan, according to what the scriptures say. We biblical scholars in here, so we know, right? After this kingdom here is over with, Christ's kingdom is going to return. Where nigga, you know, according to the Bible, and I can prove what I'm saying. Jesus Christ is a nigga according to the Bible. I know you don't like that word; it just means black. That's all. That's it. You know what I'm saying? White man and took it and tried to make it derogatory. But the definition of it is not derogatory. All it means is black. You know what I'm saying? But black just don't mean the color. It also comes with the things that we have dealt with in this world. You understand that? You know, this man, when somebody say, man, I'm a black man, he telling you, man, you know what I go through every day. It's more than just my skin color. You understand? And we must remember that. Y'all done last point on this, then we moving on.
Yeah, this ain't even really to that. I don't want to just informing white people, y'all still can't say it.
We were talking, you know, it was crazy. We was talking about that earlier, right? Don't go to jail if a white person comes to you and say it.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? When we talking about this earlier, what we got to do as black people, we got to learn how to say harmful things black. You know what I'm saying? You thief.
Damn right.
You understand? Give me something else to see. Pedophile. You know what I'm saying? You right. You inbred. You slept with your father. You understand? know how to battle. Don't be so emotional where you got to punch white people in the mouth because they call you a nigga.
Right.
Just learn how to throw an insult back.
Right.
You understand? Know how to learn how to be unemotional, man.
Damn right, sir.
Yeah, it's power in words, is it not? Man, call them, you know what I'm saying, what you know that they are. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make you something. They trying to, you call me, it don't bother me at all. I know what it means to you and why you saying it. So I'm gonna just come back with something with you. You know, and that's just gonna be that. Devil. The devil. Right. Real talk. Give it up for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to also give it up, man. Officer Carl just walked in the building, man. I got to give it up. This brother, when he do his camp speakings, man, this nigga be putting a demon on me. You see that camp speaker y'all see with Michael? It was because of him. I was done speaking for the day, IG. He got the mic, man, and ramped up the Holy Spirit in me. When I was done, my damn sides was hurting. I was cramping. I said, "Oh shit, man! Don't be ramping me up like that no more, Carl. Go ahead, Aroa."
This 2 for 2. This the second camp in a row. First off, y'all, both of the camps we got clips off of.
Most correct.
Both of the clips that basically went viral on the Roundtable of Truth on YouTube.
Most correct.
Both of them were the two camps y'all just did with him as the reader and you as the speaker. So it's like a match made. Damn, I damn near want to say, "Hey, Cap, hey, with Carl, can I go up to you?"
Oh yeah. And he a hell of a reader. He probably got such a powerful voice. That's why I say he summoned something in you. If you got something you want to get off your chest, that nigga gonna make the demon rise up. It's time. Go ahead, y'all done.
Can I say, you know what I'm saying, Captain Shapar and General Yohana, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Point two.
Yeah, give it up. Captain Shapar, man. Listen, he back in the day in Philly, he read. Man, that brother's voice, it wasn't just power, but he carried. He, matter of fact, he ain't even need no speaker. You hear him read, you be like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's our Carl. Bigger shout out to Officer Carl. Right. Where we going next, Mark?
So we have a video going into the reparations for when we were so-called freed from slavery.
Come on,
who the reparations actually went to.
No sweat. Let's get it.
We say reparations, but essentially repair. Here's a wrong that was done, and what we're doing to repair it. So slave owners lost money, and there's a history of the American government paying them back, right? In the wake of the Civil War.
Stop it right there. This sounds like what we just went over with Trump. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, this place here it's like a broken record. Evil. This is a place where evil men get paid.
That's a fact.
You understand? Like they paid the slave owners now. Okay, good night. Go ahead, play it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, y'all done.
So, like, I don't want, if I could, too. You know what I'm saying? Just more information on the reparation of slave owners. They got around $300 at the time. You know what I'm saying, per slave,
right?
Which was equivalent to in this time $8,000 to $10,000,
right?
So per slave, you got to remember how many slaves they used to have on these plantations.
Damn right.
So they receiving just this amount you see in these Proud Boys and all these white supremacists receive.
That's it.
That's about the same amount they received back in those.
Criminal. I mean, criminal. The inception of America is criminality. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need our own school so we can be able to teach our youth that you living in a place that has never been for you.
Right.
If you tell your children to integrate, you're taking down their self-awareness of their reality and their self-awareness of who's their enemy. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You harm the children when you fought for integration. Now our children are sitting in classroom with white children, and they think they living in a fantasy and believing that they're in a world where we accept it and that where color don't matter.
Right.
Until they grow up and find out that none of that's real. These are children, they don't know. And as adults, you supposed to know better. I don't give a damn how poor them schools was back in the day. You understand? You got to struggle in order to make it to where you need to make it to. The Chinese at one point was one of the poorest countries in the world. They struggled, you know what I'm saying, and made it all the way to where they at right now. You understand? By sticking with their own and teaching racial pride from their history and all this and that, and look where they at. You understand? You're never, ever, ever gonna make it to where you need to be talking about you integrating with the devil.
Right.
Like, what in the hell are you even talking about, man? Like, the slaves was supposed to get reparations, not the slave master. And then you turn around 2026, now Donald Trump is giving reparations to the cats who invaded the damn Capitol.
Right.
400 years later. That's is telling you this man, he not gonna change, and he can't change. You can't change an animal. You can't change a tiger.
Right.
A lot of people try to do that. You understand? Don't get me right, Lamont. You see these dumb, stupid white people, man. They go and they buy a tiger and bring it in their home and be feeding it steaks every day. Until one day that tiger look at them and say, you know what? I don't want this steak no more. I'm gonna eat you.
Right.
And now you, before you know it, there's some white man in the newspaper been eaten by a tiger. Because you can't change him from what he naturally is. So trying to change white America from what they naturally are is just something that it won't ever happen. It won't ever happen. My y'all.
And then we got to remember the history of how America was founded.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Europe emptied their prisons, put them all on boats. They took all the prisoners, all the violent prisoners, all the thieves, all the unalivers, all the debtors, the people that didn't pay their debts, and they put them on ships and sent them on. This was originally supposed to be a prison island.
That's it.
So 3 ships full of prisoners landed on this continent, and they went and started unaliving everything that they could to conquer this land. So this is a place for prisoners.
That's it.
By prisoners.
That's it.
You can never expect people that descended from thieves, rapists, murderers, and con men to change their family tradition.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
America was founded on criminality.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? And
Damn
until the
right.
day Yahweh Shai comes back and burns this place to the ground, that's what it's going to be about. And it's always going to reward her.
Go ahead, fam. Play the rest of this tape.
Because they're your property, we're going to pay you. At the same time, there was a push for, well, we also need to empower those who were enslaved. This is where the 40 acres and a mule understanding happened. But during Reconstruction, that never got really fulfilled because the North Army moved out of the South and sort of let the South in on themselves. And without the Northern Army enforcing that, all that went away. But the money that the Southern slave owners had, that didn't go away. Like they got what
They made sure they got theirs.
Right. But those who were enslaved had to make their way. Now, I
We're
think
starting with a negative, if you will. Right?
I mean, it just speaks again to the resilience of Black people in this country. And even with that, the way in which they're able to find themselves and build and build communities and flourishing communities, even with all these sort of things being thrown at them.
I'm right. Give it up. Give it up. And what the brother said was heavy there. All this hell our ancestors, been through, they were strong as hell to make it through that. You understand? So what we at on that? We done with this one? All right, let's move on to the next one.
Next up, we have the teacher hanging that black baby doll up in her middle school classroom.
What was the purpose of this?
Right.
Point.
Is there any backstory?
Want to look up an article real quick? Go ahead, Maya.
If I could, and just to show the mentality of our people. You know what I'm saying? That sister said, I never thought that in 2026 that I would see this type of racism. Like, we live in a complete utter fantasy. We're really not paying attention to the temperature of the world around us. If we can be surprised, just a year, 2 years, 3 years ago, we had brothers that were getting lynched. You know what I'm saying? Last year we had brothers being lynched in the South and various parts around the country. You surprised that some Edomite so-called white woman is hanging a black baby doll in front of the class as a message to these kids or whatever point she's trying to prove. They just had another school just got in trouble because they did another mock slave auction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where they had little black kids on stage and they had white kids and white teachers coming placing bids on them to buy them.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to stop with this. Just because it's 2026 don't mean that they have changed since 1896.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Like this video just goes to show, like, you always think your white best friend, all the white people you've been hanging around your entire life, don't have the same spirit as Donald Trump.
Right.
Or they don't have the same spirit of white America 400 years ago.
Right.
You understand? All these white people you claim to love, they've been just secretly hiding all their racism.
Yeah, I'm right.
You understand? You've been the topic of their conversations at home. The N-word has been thrown around all day long in their cribs. You understand? But now, like Captain Marquardt always says, because of Donald Trump, they have become more proud and more willing to be more blatant with their racism.
That's right.
They don't have to hide it no more. Your white friend hates your guts.
Right.
Your teacher wants to lynch you.
Right.
You understand? That's the country you've always lived in because you had a hood over your face and you couldn't see reality. Donald Trump took that hood off and said, "This is where you really live, nigga.
Right.
You better pay attention."
Damn right. Damn right.
I mean, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I did a little research on the hanging or whatever. She did that to get their attention.
Good night.
That's one hell of a way to get somebody's attention.
Yeah.
To take a damn, and you see how she poured it like they
Right.
She did the whole, and again, like you were saying, Lamar, these people are tired of acting like they like you.
That's a fact.
Right. That's where they at. They like, imagine being you know how you got actors, they go, they act, they do their scenes, and then when they leave the thing where they act at, they can now they can be who they normally are. Well, these people been putting on a show like for you the past 50 years, like they really like you.
Right.
Now, Trump that made them say, man, take off the costume, take off the face, and just be white. Be who you really are. Because this what makes her feel comfortable to take a black doll while other kids is there in a professional setting in a school and go ahead like she's, you know what I'm saying, hanging somebody. What would make her even feel comfortable? That would tell you she's sick herself. And it's also be a lesson, you black people, this is your reward for thinking that you could integrate with white supremacy.
That's a fact.
Like when you forced yourself on white people during the 60s when you integrated them schools. They didn't want you in them. They fought for you not to be in there. It ain't like they was accepting.
Right.
What did you think you was gonna get with that? Now you turn around 2026, them same people that was fighting for you not to get in there, as this is their way of showing you why you here. You understand? She took a dial and strung up the dial, which goes to show that this place can't ever be post-racial.
Damn right.
You understand? Let this be a lesson for us, man. Get the hell out of them schools. Let's turn back to loving each other, and not just loving each other. Let's turn back to teaching each other the things that we need to teach. And the number one thing we need to teach is that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. After a while. Go ahead, Rob, get down.
Carl McCon, sir. I just want to say, black people, let's stop asking questions. Oh, why would she do this? Oh, why would this white cop do this? Why do we ask questions every time something happens?
That's it.
That we think in our mind, okay, well, he believes in God like I do. The problem is you believe in a white God, and he believes in a white God.
That's it.
Stop asking the questions and wake up to reality.
Like we be thinking that they think logically like we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible said 2 different manners of people are in our womb. We not naturally like this. We've been made to be like this.
That's right.
They naturally like this.
I
mean, she took the dial, man, and tied a rope around the doll's neck in the middle class and strung the dial up like she was hanging it, you know what I'm saying, to get the kids' attention.
And if I could, Cal,
please,
I guarantee while she was doing that, she had a couple students' faces in her mind. You know what I mean? Every teacher got that one little problem kid. You know what I'm saying? Or a couple little problem children. While she was doing it, she did that so maliciously and blatantly because that was a message in particular to a child or two.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was picturing herself hanging them little niggas while she was doing that. Yeah, if I had my way, if Trump just make a couple more moves, you know what I'm saying? He knock away a couple more of them civil rights.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna send your kid to school, and then they gonna be giving you that phone call, say, well, you know, Lil Rakim was acting up, so you know, Teacher Becky had to hang him. Go make another one.
Listen, what you say is so heavy, get a brother a hand for that. Lord have mercy. I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, Lamar.
Con, like we gotta start thinking, like she said, it's 2026.
Stefan Gonzalez, go ahead with your question, brother. Go ahead.
Con, like she said, it's 2026, whatever the case may be. We looking at them like, oh my God, it's so surprising this is happening. You understand? Every time something bad or atrocious happens, it's a shocker. Right. You understand? How long can you be shocked? You know, the suspense should have been worn off by now. You understand? America, every institution in America has been radicalized for white supremacy. Right. You understand? The schools, the prisons, the politics, everywhere you go is to uplift white supremacy. You understand? We need to start thinking, oh, well, why can't we have it like this? Why we can't have it like that? Because we're too busy supporting white supremacy. Right. You know what I'm saying? We're joining the Christian church and fueling white people's egos and what they believe in so much that they're just going to keep letting loose all the time. That's it. You shouldn't be surprised. They keep saying, oh, I would have never expected in 2026. Last year, guess what? I would have never expected it in 2025. Before that, it was 2024. Right. Like they think the year of the number of the year is going to change anything. Yeah. The white man's not going to change what he's doing. The only thing you can actually change is our reaction to it.
And if you really want to, you know what I'm saying, see the mind of these people and how they think, all you got to do is go to the video on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and just look what white people are saying
in the comments
about her hanging this down.
Right.
They agree with her. Or they're trying to make some excuse on why she did it.
Right.
And you as a black person, you still in your dumb, stupid mind just don't even get it. Right. You know what I'm saying? That this is who they are. This is what they want to do. Right. This is a message to you that this is going to always be your position here in America. You know what I'm saying? And we don't understand it. And we don't understand it because we go into church on Sunday trying to pray to the same God. Right. But even on Sunday, you not even praying to the same God on Sunday. Right. You understand? There's two different Christian gods you in there praying to. White people, they Christians too. And the Christian God they believe in is about unaliving. I'm right. It's about rape, about stealing, about thievery. The image of white Jesus himself. Himself was a homosexual. Right. You see what I'm saying? So the God that they believe in is not the one you believe in. The one you believe in is peaceful, don't harm nobody. And white people attack you, lay down in the grass and let them beat you in the head till they kill you. Right. They don't think like that. You understand? They believe in putting on hoods, getting shotguns in the name of Christianity, burning a cross. Why you think they burning a cross in your line, you dumb idiot? Right. So even on Sunday, you don't pray to the same Jesus, you know what I'm saying, that they pray to. You understand? Where we at with it, Lamar?
Come on. So next up, we're gonna go into in 1916, the Dunbar High School.
No, Dunbar.
Dunbar.
Yeah.
Dunbar.
What it used to be.
Highest performing public high school in America wasn't white. It was black. And the government dismantled it because they couldn't control its excellence. According to historical data analyzed by Thomas Sowell, students at Dunbar High in Washington, D.C. consistently outscored white schools on standardized tests for over 50
Really, it was Baltimore. They said D.C. was Baltimore. But go ahead, play it.
years. This wasn't a fluke. It was a factory for black genius. Their teachers weren't just staff. They were scholars with PhDs from Harvard and Amherst who were barred from white universities and brought their Ivy League standards to black children. Dunbar produced more black PhDs and military officers than any school in the country. But when segregation ended in 1954, the system didn't give Dunbar more resources. They stripped it. Brilliant black faculty were reassigned, and the citywide academic standards were replaced with neighborhood leftovers. People say Dunbar declined, but the archives show it was dismantled. Why erase the proof that we excelled under the most impossible conditions? Comment, first time if...
Good night.
Man, give it up. Give it up. History like this, that, you know, they don't want you to know this. That doing it, we talking about the early 1900s. What do you say, 1916? We talking about what, a few years after slavery was abolished. We had the highest performing school, right? And they said everybody in there was scholars. They said, and that, what did they say destroyed? Segregation. The end of segregation.
Integration.
And so integration is what destroys you, black people. You just don't even know it. We so blind in this place that we think the thing that helped us is actually what destroyed us.
Right.
You get my point? Come on, y'all, Don.
It was what's so heavy about what you're saying, sir, is this. Black, you know, the black community think that, you know, saying us coming together with white people is what's going to fix everything once we get, you know, saying on an equal playing field and different things like that.
When we get on the equal playing field. See how you said that?
Right.
We almost there, y'all. We 500 years in, y'all. We almost on that equal. One day.
Right.
I do believe. One day I believe. Like, go ahead.
This right here, it shows you that they not gonna level the playing field. They're never gonna do that because they know that you're gonna outperform.
That's it.
So why put myself in a position when I have the power to, you know what I'm saying, to dictate, you know what I'm saying, how these things is run and how the rules is played out in this game.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying, to level the playing field so my enemy can get the ups on me.
Right.
Like they never gonna do it.
They took the black scholars and reassigned them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Took them out of our schools and just brought neighborhood people in there who didn't have the same scholarship to now teach. Once again, this is systematic racism at its finest. And it's just further proof that you look at the position that we in as black and brown people right now, all this has been a 400-year design for us to get like this. You understand? In order for us to get like this, you don't understand all the things that have to be done for us to be in the position that we in as a people. So when a video like this has come out, this is good for you to be able to see. We are intelligent as hell. And that should make all the sense in the world, seeing all the inventions that black people did here in this country, namely black men. They try to demonize black men. Black men basically invented everything you see in America. From the toilet to the damn toaster oven to the stoplight, everything. And then they turn around and demonize you like you ain't did nothing.
Right.
If I may, this is beautiful. Seeing how great we were when we were segregated.
Right.
You understand? This is what black people should be. But because we integrated with the so-called white man, we get videos, we get the things that we just saw in the video before.
That's it.
We went from owning our own schools, being great scholars, and owning everything we did, to our images being hung in our middle schools. That's the progress we fought for civil rights.
Right.
That's the progress so-called white man integration did for us. You kidding me?
That's it. And one thing I'm gonna tell you about a oppressor is they don't want to leave you alone to yourself. You ever notice how they always want to, black people, now come on, man, this is your brother talking to you. You ever notice how white people just always want to be in your business? Like you ever notice you're trying to just talk and they just want to hear what two black people talking about, or they want to be involved. You understand? Like they don't ever want you to get along, to come together and put something together without them.
Right.
And then, brother, that right there is diabolical. And that's what's so beautiful about the Bible is a book that teaches black and brown people to be separatists.
I'm right.
Not racist, but separatists. Like y'all try to put that racism tag on us and it don't fit, right? We are separatists, meaning we prefer our people but above everybody. Because our God says so in the Bible. I got tons of scriptures that's going to back up what I say that you can't get around. That's why when I battle scriptures, man, I'm going to go to one scripture and make you get around the scripture, or I ain't even going to 9-10 different scriptures. I'm going to stick on the one you can't even get around.
Right.
The Lord say all nations are like spittle to him. You can't get around that. You see what I'm saying? You can try to, but how you gonna get around what the Lord said in the Bible?
Right.
And then what you gonna find out when you really teach the Bible like we teach it, you know what you gonna find out, Kawaka? Man, everybody carries that Bible around and hate the God that's in that Bible.
Right.
They carry it, but hate the God that's really up in there. You understand? So no, we not racist, man. We ain't going out doing violent crimes against white people. None of that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord Christ gonna come with all the violence, you know what I'm saying, that he need to come with when he get ready to overthrow America and burn this place down to the ground.
That's right.
What we gonna do until Christ's return as black and brown people is we gonna take a hold of a moral compass like something you ain't ever seen in your life. Wrong one. I'm a one.
Yeah, Salaki, sir. I was just gonna say, just looking at this, it makes the scriptures just jump out into real life, right? Because the Bible tells us not to join with other nations and not to make marriages with other nations. And because one Uncle Tom, cat Martin Luther King wanted to have sex with white women and wanted this integration. Now our whole nation is destroyed because before this we were actually the top families. We had the highest rate of successful marriages. We had all these things, and then once he wanted integration, all because he wanted to date white women, now we're in this condition right now where we hate our own people and love them more than we love ourselves.
Damn right. Give it up. So Stefan Gonzalez's question is, he say, is the AI system controlling us, or is it going to control us? And what should I do right now? That's a great question. Anybody want to take it? IG?
Khan, he said it's the AI system.
He said is the AI system controlling us? Question. Or is it going to control us? Question. And he said, and what should I do right now?
Kevin, if I could, I would say if you are a slave to sin, then AI is going to control you.
That's a fact.
AI is going to control you through porn. It's going to control you through Instagram.
That's it.
Facebook.
That's it.
Everything that's information. But if you're a wise man,
come on
and get into ISUPK, you'll know how to, combat AI and future technologies that Elon Musk and all these other people are putting out.
Damn
So
right.
AI shouldn't be no difficult issue for any brother or sister.
Damn right. Give it up. Just to back up what Captain Iwalum said, Stefan Gonzalez, if anything can control you if the Most High is not who you rolling with. Right. Like you see these brothers in the IGBK, we rolling with the Most High. Therefore, the Lord control what we do. You know that because of the actions that you see us doing. So AI won't control you. TV won't control you, or the radio. Now, without the truth, TV, the radio, AI will control you without the truth.
That's a fact.
So what you should do, Stefan Gonzalez, is I don't know what city you in, type what city you in, brother. You should get in class. You should find the nearest ISUPK school and get in class so you won't be controlled by AI, the TV, the radio, and nothing else. You understand? Y'all right. Come on with it.
And it's just to piggyback on what you're saying to him, sir. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that we gonna be subservient to, you know what I'm saying, and that's gonna control us is the things we fear.
That's
you know
it.
What I'm saying? If you put your fear in the Lord and follow, you know what I'm saying, the true man of God and ISUPK, you'll be on your way.
Damn right. Where we going next, Lamont?
Come on. We got a video from a Professor Jang about World War I.
Oh man, I think it's H2O. I keep telling y'all, ain't nothing like some cold water, boy. Cold water is above everything. Pop, juice. Make me throw no ice in here. I've been passed out.
Basically threaten the South Koreans, and they'll just blind me not to do anything.
So what does all of this stuff mean for the average person? People listening right now, they're just normal people. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are just normal people getting on with their lives, and they care about their families, their jobs, their futures. What message have you got for them?
In this new world, we will need leaders. We will need average people who are able to bring hope
Georgia school
to people around them, who are able to tell their neighbors, their friends, we have to come together as a community and become a family if we are to survive. That's what the world needs in the future. It will need entrepreneurial leaders. It will need visionaries. It will need prophets. Those who will most thrive are those who make an effort to reach out, knock on the door of your neighbors and say, listen, there's a blackout and there's probably no water, but don't fear, because if we come together as community, if we go and knock on every,
I want them to get that last part.
Basically threaten the South Koreans, and they'll just bribe me not to do anything.
So what does all of this stuff mean for the average person? You know, people listening right now, they're just normal people. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are just normal people getting on with their lives, and they care about their families, their jobs, their futures. What message have you got for them?
In this new world, we will need leaders. We will need average people who are able to bring hope to people around them, who are able to tell their neighbors, their friends, we have to come together as a community and become a family if we are to survive. That's what the world needs in the future. It will need entrepreneurial leaders. It will need visionaries. It will need prophets. Those who will most thrive are those who make an effort to reach out, knock on the door of your neighbors and say, listen, there's a blackout and there's probably no water, but don't fear, because if we come together as community, if we go and knock on every,
drop it, man. Get a cat a hand. You know what I'm saying? He ain't one of us, but what he said, right on point. You understand? Listen, he trying to get in the game. Go ahead, RJ.
Come on, sorry.
Before you even go, RJ, give me my yard where the Lord say all nations shall turn to their own people. I'm thinking it's Isaiah. Go ahead, RJ.
Come on, just real quick, Cap. He said what the future is going to need is the ISUPK.
That's it.
In a complete nutshell, he said us.
Damn right. He trying to tell you, to make it like it's a world community. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're going to show you, according to prophecy, all nations going to come together with their own. The most intelligent thing that we can do as black and brown people is come together with us, not no other nation. I don't give a damn how nice a Chinese person is to you, how cool or Arab or East Indian and all that. Let them come together with their people. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to come together with ours, and that's going to be the way that we survive according to what the Bible says. Now, we didn't dealt with a heavy demon in the past 2 years as black people, where we tried to say that the Hispanic people are not our brothers, right? Those are people that are uneducated. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say that my people suffer from a lack of knowledge. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? And you can't tell me that Dominicans and Puerto Ricans ain't niggas, because they are. According to the Bible, they are, and all the way down to the Mexicans, Haitians, Cuban. We are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Lost no more. Now we didn't find out who we are, and now it's time for us to be the Israelites, whom the Lord chose us to be a long time ago. We are the Israelites of antiquity that lost our identity, that was removed from Israel in 70 AD. At the ISUPK, we got all the archaeology to prove it. We got all the evidence in the world, book after book, but the most important record that we have to prove that we are the children of Israel is the Holy Bible. You get my point? You got what I need, my yard?
Sir.
Come on with it. Come on with it, Stefan. You got one more question. Come on with it, Stefan. Go ahead, my yard.
Oh, come. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, and verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe.
It shall be what?
As the chase roe.
Go ahead.
And as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man.
And they shall what?
Every man.
They shall what?
Every man.
Every man. Listen to this good. This is a future prophecy. Read.
Turn to his own people.
Turn to his what?
own
You're
people.
gonna start seeing the Asian people come together with the Asians, the Arab with the Arabs. You understand? White people, you seeing what white people doing. The only people that ain't trying to come together with their own is us. And we not trying to come together with us because we have been trained to hate us so much that we don't believe coming together is a solution. I got bad news for you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to come together with the people that you hate.
Damn right.
That's what the Bible, that's what Christ taught in the New Testament. When it says love thy enemy, that enemy is talking about somebody of your own people.
Right.
That you look at as your enemy, not from another nation. You understand? The Arab or so-called, that's a whole nother enemy. We talking about Christ was trying to teach you to love that brother who you call your enemy.
Right.
That's your brother. That's what he was trying to teach you. And you see, we doing that with gang banging and you know what I'm saying? The black people trying to say that the Hispanic plight and struggle is not our struggle. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? Coming together with the Hispanics is how you going to survive.
Right.
Do you know how resourceful the Hispanic brothers is? Like America is on its way, is tanking day by day. And you watching it tank with no solution.
Right.
The scriptures say the gates languish, right? Judah mourneth the gates languish, meaning the gate is supposed to protect you. Your leaders, your religious and political leaders, they don't know the Most High. So therefore, they don't know what direction to tell you to even move in. All they know how to do is rely on what America says.
Right.
And what America says is they are ready to take their country back.
That's
And
right.
taking their country back, that means you are not included in that.
That's
So
right.
them cats that you listen to on Sunday and these politicians that you looking to for leadership are going to fail black people in the end. Everybody that listen to these cats in the end are going to end up in a bad place. Namely, sitting in some prison, you understand, or ending up, you know what I'm saying, with an early grave, believing that coming together with white supremacy is a solution.
Right.
The Lord created many different people, many different nations. If he wanted one people, he would have made one. He didn't do it like that. He created different races of people. And when he created different races of people, he also created a pecking order. And that pecking order is out of place right now. Right now, the so-called white man, he's in rulership, which is why the ocean and water is unclean. The earth is, even the earth is in mourning. The damn animal, the scriptures tell you, even the animals know that the white man is devil.
That's right.
How the birds and the tigers know that they the devil, you know what I'm saying? And you, an intelligent human being, and don't know he the devil.
Right.
And they don't have a brain like you have. And this is what I'm telling you is in the Bible. How did the animals know that he the devil? Because he got the king of the beasts in a zoo for you to go observe. He got animals in the damn locked up in the cage for you to observe. Animals wasn't put on the earth for you to walk through and observe.
Right.
They was put on the earth, you know what I'm saying, for the ecosystem and other purposes that God made them for. Not for you to walk through with your goddamn kids eating popcorn, looking while they cage the hell up. So they know that he the damn devil. You don't know that he the devil.
Right.
The animals know they're in captivity. You don't know that you in captivity.
Right.
So the animals is more intelligent than you. Get me right on the Yarvadan. Go ahead, please.
What's so heavy about what you're saying, sir? And I never even looked at it like this. But if you think about, you know, the perils that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have to face on a daily basis, we have to try to, you know, survive and make it with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But what, you know, we don't understand at that point is that it's like preparation. Like, you know, this world is going to be in a state to where people was going to be in a state to where they have to survive with nothing. You know, you don't have all the resources. You don't have all the, you know, the tools and things that the white man has and different things of that nature. Now you got to be like the child in the ghetto, you know, that's surviving, you know, on nothing.
That's
like
it.
Surviving on, like we was talking about earlier.
We the best survivors.
Serve sandwich.
Well, listen, what people can survive better than black and brown people? We done survived America. America, man, and threw the whole book at us, man. What haven't they tried to do to black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people? And we still here. Somebody give for me the scripture where the Lord say, is because of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed. They can't consume us. That's what it means to be the chosen people, man. They robbed you of your nationality, which means they robbed you of the understanding of the God that you're supposed to serve. If we turn back and actually get to serving the God we're supposed to serve, black and brown people, he gonna put you on top.
Right.
These people that convinced us that us being put on top is wrong. So where we don't even want to be the top race, or every other race, it's okay for them to rule us but us. We look at us being over top of the other races because we look at that like that's equal. Now, where does that type of brainwashing come from? Christianity.
Right.
Christianity is the most evil entity that live amongst black and brown people. You get my point? And here's the beautiful thing about the Bible, what you're going to find out when you read it. Jesus Christ was not a Christian. Paul, y'all love to quote Paul. Paul was not a Christian. The 12 disciples, they wasn't Christians. When you go and read about Ezekiel, Jeremiah, they wasn't Christians. What were they? Israelites.
Damn right, sir. Damn
you know my point?
Damn right.
And we're taking back what was stolen from us, man. We don't give a damn who like it. Y'all down, what you got?
Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 22.
Come on with it, brother.
It is of the Lord's mercy.
It is of the what?
The Lord's mercy.
Now, you be thinking it's because of the white man's mercy. You understand? But it's of the Lord's mercy, meaning the Most High, you know what I'm saying, want us on this earth not to be wiped out. Right. The white man then tried everything to wipe you out, and he trying to figure out in his mind why he can't. Read.
That we are not consumed.
That we are what?
That we are not
That's
consumed.
why they can't wipe us off the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord want us on this thing, man. And as long as the Most High want us on this earth, we ain't going nowhere. You get my point? Now, with that being said, seeing that the Lord have not let these people consume us, why don't we do like good children and start doing what our Father said to do?
Facts.
And what our Father said to do is to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
Oh yeah, Lamont.
Come on. We got another video.
Hold on, because Stefan got another question here. Stefan said, "What should I feel about Islam culture and the people? Because I do not agree with that stupid religion." Big up to Stefan for that. Me and all the Puerto Ricans, we got y'all back. You are the truth and nothing but the truth. Big shout out for that.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So are you saying my enemy, which is Muslim culture? Yes, Muslim culture is your enemy.
That's right.
If that's what you asking. Muslim culture is an enemy to black and brown people. Christianity is an enemy to black and brown people. Right. Any religion but the Israelite culture is an enemy to black and brown people. All of us are enemy.
Damn
to
right.
answer your question, brother. You understand where we at?
Come on. So we got a video going over the fight clubs in Canada and the USA have been training for this upcoming race war.
Come on with it.
Canada's largest white supremacist group is training with fascist fight clubs in the US, growing a global network, preparing for what they say is a race war.
The race war is here.
Meeting with some of the most prominent white nationalist groups in the United States and the founder of the whole movement.
I'm for pro-white. I'm for putting my race above everything else.
Through public Telegram posts, videos, and images, we track them from Texas to a major gathering in South Carolina.
It's very significant that we're seeing Canadians travel across the border. That is getting more and more coordinated by the day.
Active clubs are a global movement of white nationalist fight clubs who gather to train in combat sports. They're founded by this guy, Robert Rundo.
I put my people first. You know, there's fun in fascism.
Here's the leader of Second Sons, Jeremy McKenzie, giving a Nazi salute. According to Telegram posts in late March, they traveled to Texas for their first meetup with Lone Star Active Club, based around Dallas. We've geolocated these images to verify them, and we find that their first meetup was in the city of Fort Worth. The two groups can obviously be seen at the Fort Worth stockyards, but also at a major gym. And here they are at a private gym used by the Lone Star Active Club. This image appears to be taken in a sort of clubhouse for the Lone Star group. You might think that this is 3 Second Sons members. Check out this guy in the middle, though. We believe this is Robert Rundo,
When I first saw that picture, I laughed because despite the blurring, I knew it was Rondo right away. I mean, that's obviously Robert Rondo. There's no question.
Rondo is the founder of the modern.
Was that it? You understand, man? That's a heavy video right there. Get me right on, Doc.
I would just say one thing, Cat. Like, white people are just so stupid. Like, you can have black, which I'm glad y'all stupid.
These why there's people fired us from their job. Yeah, stuff like this. They went right at human resources office. Heard him saying something like that. And said, yeah, we got to get rid of these guys.
I thought he was a nice guy.
Yeah,
right.
They was the favorite. Right. They all of us work up there. They swear IG the nice guy. They don't know he's just a quiet silent kid. And they look on there and say, well, hell, we got to fire him too. Go ahead,
like white people, like you could have black people in slavery forever.
Yeah.
If you just wasn't so racist.
That's a fact.
Like, okay, they're upping up their racist acts against us.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna trigger black people to say, okay, something is wrong.
That's it.
We sleep right now. If they would just be cool, but they just not that intelligent.
Real talk.
So they doing us a favor.
Damn right.
If I may, this video, I like the video because they brought Canada up in here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's meaning to say, like, just because it's not just white Americans that have problems with you Negroes.
That's it.
You understand? It's all white society across the globe.
Right.
Aren't the Canadians supposed to be like the most peaceable people on the earth? You understand? If you want happiness, go to Canada.
Right.
That's what they always used to preach when I was young.
Right.
You understand? But even those peaceable white people that you think are so loving and so kind, they hate you as well.
That's a fact.
You understand? All white people, regardless of what they call themselves, are all the same by nature.
Damn right.
And their nature is to be your enemy.
That's
and
it.
they're telling you that to your face.
Damn right. Damn right.
Hey, Cap, and the beautiful thing about it is they can't help themselves. You know what I mean?
That's it.
It's in them. The Lord put them on this earth to be our adversary. And no matter what they try to do, no matter how much they try to put that no-lip smile on, which I completely detest.
Save me some of that wine.
You know what I'm saying? No matter how big of a
Hey, look, this the way he poured it, it looked glorious. You understand? It looked like they took it on King David's table.
Look, I'm just hitting the splash in my ears. I didn't even hear. I just heard splash.
I was trying to be
inconspicuous.
Shit, save me a cup of that.
You know what I mean?
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Cap, but like the glorious thing, you know what I'm saying, like Officer, like Captain Lamont and Captain Awalum said, so you know what I'm saying, it's getting to a point where black people will have no choice because white people they've done a lousy job of hiding it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
all
a
these
fact.
years, we've just been so submissive and so hopeful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That it was going to go away. And the more hopeful we become, the more hateful they become.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like they want to crush that light out of us. They don't want us to have that hope no more.
Real talk.
They don't want us to be smiling at them and forgiving them. They want to fight us.
Man, listen, here's the thing that black people better understand. You, especially this one here is for you brothers. You know what I'm saying? And you sisters that ain't got a man, you definitely need to get one, right? Because this is not the time to be training your kid how to dribble no basketball and run no football.
Right.
This is the time to be training your kid for warfare.
That's right.
You get my point? And training your family on how to serve the Most High. Playtime is over with.
Damn right.
We didn't had a nice long time to play in America, but remember, this beast is losing his power. He is watching his empire fall daily.
Right.
And what does the scripture say? He know because he got a short time, and then because he know he got that short time, he gonna come down on you.
Damn right.
Meaning this, these people right now are in power, full power. America, #1 superpower, and they still been doing racist things against you because they can't help themselves. Now, how racist you think they're gonna become when they lose that power?
Right.
When they ain't sitting with all the wealth and money no more. Then you're gonna be able to really see what an animal this man is. you're gonna be able to see what a beast this man is. Because remember, America wasn't always a superpower,
right?
And when they wasn't a superpower, guess what they did? Violence. We going come up Monday. On Memorial Day, we got a Memorial Day special where we're going to show you why black and brown men should never join the white man's military.
Damn right.
We're going to be going over that because during the time when we went and fought in World War I, we went and gave our lives, fought on the front line. You ever heard of the Harlem Hellfighters? They fought on the front line more than any other company did during the World War I. They was probably the number one reason why the United States beat the Germans in World War I.
Right.
When they got back to America, they didn't come back to no goddamn parades. I think they might have got one in Harlem. That was it. But beyond that, you know what they came back to, Karakar? A tree and a rope.
That's right.
That was the white man said, you fought for me on the front lines. You gave your life. You the reason why we won World War I and became a superpower. So black man, your reward, and Hispanic man too, because the Puerto Rican brothers went over there too with the Native Indian brothers as well. The reward for all of us was being burnt alive and hung in our uniform. If you ever heard of the Red Summer kicked off because white men were furious that you came back in a uniform like you was high and mighty and now asking for equal rights. And the white man say, I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you.
Right.
And he hung over 3,000 black men during that time. It was called a Red Summer. And if you ever heard Billie Holiday when she sung about the strange fruit, that's what inspired that song. Going over fighting for them was not good enough. That was supposed to, and that was in the early 1900s. And it's 2026, and you still trying to figure out if you are part of this empire and you do not see the writing on the wall. And that scares me. As a black man, I mourn for my people like all the prophets done in the past. Because you just don't see what we see. Where we going?
That was the last one. I have another one on the queue if you would like. If you want to,
y'all want to do one more? Or what we doing?
Let's do it on the queue. Room one, let's play it. Raj, we're gonna go into a video of a mother hides a camera in her son's hair and exposes the school's abuse.
Yeah, this was.
That carrot, if I could. Please get down. I thought we was doing James Baldwin.
Yeah, no, we supposed to be doing
Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory. Let's do Dick Gregory. No, I ain't no sweat.
James Baldwin.
I thought it was. That's a lot. They kind of similar, you know.
Same thing.
So this is a heavy video in itself. Yeah, we watched this earlier. We watched this video earlier.
Yeah.
Like it just, of course, this
is an older video.
Yeah.
And I want a lot of our visual people who watching us right now, to understand that. But look how close it is to what's going on right now in this world. Like what he's saying right now.
Yeah.
And this is what the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever it is. 70s. Yeah. Look at what's going on right now, what he's saying. It lets you know that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is with the ISUPK.
Damn right. Come on, let's get it.
System is sophisticated enough to deal with complex issues.
No, I believe it's too unethical, and that's where I believe it's going to swallow up itself. And I believe we're going to look around and have mass chaos in this country.
Chaos? You're talking about violence?
I'm talking about violence, yes. Because white folks are not going to tolerate being out of work. White folks are not going to tolerate being told they cannot own a house. White folks are not going to tolerate being told they can't go to Florida and get them some sun. And that's just what's fixing to happen. They ain't never had to worry about me. Because when I tore up something, I tore up my neighborhood. White folks will blow up the bridge. They will blow up the bank. And I'm saying if we don't look and see where this country is headed, because you have white folk in this country that's never been without a job, that's never been without a good job. When I got a good job, I was surprised. I never expected it. When I found out I was going to college, I was surprised. I was the hero in my neighborhood. It's expected for white folks to go to college. And all at once, this lifestyle, there's only two people that can survive this country. The Indians will be able to survive it because they ain't never had gas up on it. They ain't never had a thermostat to turn down. And black folks might be able to survive it, provided we can get out all that silliness and stop trying to emulate something that we're not.
You keep talking as if something dire is going to happen. Chaos if the economy falls, a revolution if the political apparatus collapses. And yet, I don't see much evidence of that. I see instead resignation, disillusionment, a retreat into self-centeredness, the me decade. I don't see any sense of the flames that might flicker into real change.
I wouldn't see it neither if I wasn't watching the economy. And I'm not saying that we were cleaner back in that last depression or pure, but conditions forced me to live next to you as my brother. So I knew what dinner was. I don't know who lived next to me now. I don't know who's upstairs. I don't know who's downstairs. I know one thing, every other person got a gun. And when you live in a nation that would squawk more about registering their rifle than registering their children, then we're in trouble. We are completely in trouble. And I think a 91-year-old white woman said it better than anyone's ever said it. And that was this past summer. This white woman in Houston, Texas got arrested for shoplifting. And her picture went around the world. And Americans sent that woman $25,000. And she held a press conference and said, thanks, but no thanks. I don't need your $25,000. I need you to change the conditions that reduces people like me into shoplifting. And I love that because it embarrassed me. Because that old white woman upset me because if my grandmother was alive in 91 and got caught shoplifting and white America sent her $20,000, she'd have got on TV praising God and talking about what a good country this is. But that woman put it right. I need you to change the conditions that reduces me down. And that's a funny thing because when you get people that's Christians that really believe in God, they get reduced down to stealing, then you lose that thing. And if America is not watching, we in trouble.
All right, he said something happened. Here's the thing that Dick Gregory don't understand. America is in trouble.
Yeah, right.
And guess what? Black and brown people, you ain't a part of America.
Right.
So you don't have to be in trouble with her.
Right.
That's why the Lord said in Revelation 18:4, come out of her, my people. That ain't that what the scriptures say? The coming out of her is changing your lifestyle, turning from what this place has taught you is okay. And when it's not okay, it's things that America accept, the Lord don't accept. And that's what you got to learn when you come in. The Lord don't accept homosexuality.
Right.
The Lord don't accept broken homes.
Right.
The Lord don't accept you being a drug addict.
Right.
The Lord don't accept you voting. The Lord don't accept all you Negroes who finna sit down and have a barbecue on Memorial Day like it got something to do with you. When right. You see what I'm saying? So we got to remember, you know what I'm saying, that we are different from them and to take our mind and our spirit out of this place and start doing what the nigga God said. Damn right. Don't be offended by the nigga God, because us telling you that God is the nigga is the absolute truth.
Damn right, sir.
You understand? Anybody got, come on, because I want.
One thing that I did that sparked my interest that what Dick Gregory said was when they wanted to send her some money, she was like, I don't want the money. I'd rather us fix the problem, right?
This
is the same thing that the ISUPK under Commander Junior Hunter been speaking since 1969.
That's a fact.
We don't want your money. You know, we like the Christian pastor has spoiled us so bad, thinking that money fixes the problem,
right,
and not giving us the real solution, which is morality, right?
Damn
and
right.
Commander Junior Hunter is giving us morality. This is the same way that this is the same thing that white woman wanted. It's the same thing that we need for our nation to keep on growing it and being better than all the nations on the face of the earth, like the Lord promised us, right?
That's it.
And that's what we're doing right now in our SUPK.
Damn right. Damn right. Come on, y'all, Don, get down.
If I could too, sir. One thing that I did pick up from what the brother was bringing out as well is that, you know what I'm saying, things don't particularly change, you know what I'm saying, for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians until our oppressor starts to feel, you know what I'm saying, the repercussions of the things that they done to us. You know what I'm saying, till they receive the plagues. If we go even back to biblical times, when we in captivity in Egypt, you know what I'm saying, the Pharaoh didn't understand until he started to receive the plague, until the things start to happen in his society.
Damn
and
right.
The same thing is going to be here in America, which is modern day Egypt. That's what's going to be the time to where we recognize that that it's about a change is about to come because they gonna start to experience the plagues from the Most High.
Right. This place have always robbed the Most High his credit. Right? They do that whenever a plague come to America or a natural disaster come. What they say? Oh, that's Mother Nature. Right? And they don't understand that the nigga God bring plagues. The nigga God is the one that bring natural disasters. And the nigga God is gonna bring a black man named Jesus Christ, like something you ain't ever seen. You better read in that Bible, reread it. I know a lot of y'all scared to read Revelations. You know what I'm saying? They read that and then they act like it's a hot potato. It's shit. I don't want that. It's too much violence predicted in there.
Oh God.
You understand? But remember, the Bible was good news for them 12 tribes that lost their. It's good news for us.
Yeah, right.
It's hell for America and for the people that have ruled over us. You understand what I'm saying? And like Yaradan is saying, we have got to come back to the Lord and understand that this Lord is finna get ready to judge this place, like how you were just saying. And we got to get right with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But you listen, what you bringing out was extra heavy. You know what I'm saying? And we must remember that. So with that, man, it's been one hell of a podcast. Rocked it out again. Give it up to all my amazing hosts that rock it out with me every week. To my right, we got all Captain Lamar Yala. You got any announcements?
Come on. So make sure, as always, make sure to like, follow, share, subscribe to all Roundtable of Truth social media pages, Real Nigga University as well. You understand? This coming Monday, we'll be having a Roundtable exclusive episode on Monday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You understand? The white man has his Memorial Day. We're gonna let you know something real about it.
Damn
You
right.
understand? And then next Saturday, we will Icebreaker Chicago will be at the Maywood Unity Fest. We'll be vending there. The address is 921 South 9th Ave. We'll be there from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m.
Give it up.
And then we got to make sure to shout out the very first ISBK cookout going on this year in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right.
You understand? July 2nd through the 5th. Make sure to go out there, show them brothers the support. We will be in the building.
That's right.
You understand? Go get your hotel, your Airbnb, your flight, whatever the case may be, and make sure to join UPK under Commander Johanna and the Lord in Christ for the first cookout of the year.
Damn right. Give it up. And if I could just say something about Memorial Day for those brothers and sisters that's tuning in and listening to us. Yes, you are sinning if you barbecue on Memorial Day.
Damn right.
That is a sin. That's a one day. Go get you some Popeyes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some Uncle Raymond's. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm going to get some Uncle Raymond's.
West Side.
Harold's. Brother say, go get you some Harold's. Man.
Harold's.
You know what I'm saying? Do something. What you should not do on Memorial Day is barbecue.
Damn right.
Even though it's just food, the scriptures say abstain from even the appearance of evil.
Damn right. That's right.
This ain't our holiday.
Right.
You don't even want it to appear like you trying to get down with a Memorial Day or 4th of July. Let white people keep their celebrations.
Damn right.
When you go in the Bible, guess what? We got black people that you're gonna blow your mind. We got our own.
Damn right, sir. Damn right.
I also want to give it up to Captain Yaradan. You got anything?
Countable con, sir, if I could.
Please.
Just like what you're saying, sir. You know what I'm saying? On May 30th, if I'm not mistaken. 31st. You know what I'm saying? May 31st, you know what I'm saying? We have the closing of the Feast of First Fruits. You know
Damn right, damn
which
right.
is a black holiday. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
You know what I'm saying? Also, pay your tithes, man.
Damn right.
ISUPK.com. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? 10% of all your earnings go to the priests and prophets of the Lord, the people that's really doing the work for our community in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? ISUPK.com. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you looking for any merch, you know what I'm saying, go to diversitymall.com.
That's right. Damn right. Give it up. Give it up. And let me tell you, paying tithes is so important because paying tithes is how you gonna build the government of black people, man. Black, when I say black people, I'm talking about all the 12 tribes.
Right.
And all the brothers that's doing in the ISUPK, that's doing the work of a priest in the ISUPK, they deserve to get paid as priests.
Damn right.
The problem is you paying these cats in the church who ain't doing the job.
Damn right.
You paying men that's teaching you how to sin against the Lord.
Right.
And then you look at you not you're not paying the brothers who really teaching you.
Right.
That is backwards as hell. Not only are they not teaching you how to serve the Lord, they not preparing you for the destruction that's to come.
That's a fact.
It's the same way. Remember that white cat ran up in that church in South Carolina and killed all those black people. He was able to do that because of what them brothers is in there teaching.
Right.
He was able to sit in the service and then kill everybody up in there because of what they being taught.
Right.
When if he had came to ISUPK school, first and foremost, he would have got stopped at the door. Okay. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? What was his name?
Dylan Storm.
Yeah. Dylan Storm Roof ain't getting in no ISUPK school at all.
Right.
You get my point? Why? Because we do what the Lord say, and when you do what the Lord say, that comes with protection. You understand? So remember that. I also want to give it up to Captain Iwalam Gabar. You understand? You got anything, Iwalam?
Yeah, Cap, to your point,
please,
you brothers and sisters that's watching online, that's on your way into the school, you better turn down your family and that barbecue this weekend.
Damn right.
I know it's gonna be a little rough for you. I want to barbecue my damn self,
That's
but
it.
you better do it.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Give it up. Give it up. That's right. They gonna tell you it ain't nothing but some food.
Right.
Right. Meanwhile, the Lord looking. Remember, the Lord see all things that you do, day and night and day. The Lord see it. You understand? So, also want to give it up to Officer 5000 Mayad. What you got,
Hey, Colonel McCon. So no matter where you are in the world, you know what I'm saying, go to isupk.com. You know what I mean? Because as I say, ISUPK is not a local organization. We are international. Wherever our people are, we are there.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Start attending classes Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. And if you really want to do something for the Lord and for your people over this weekend, instead of going and barbecuing and fireworks and all of that stuff, come to the Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? We are going to be holding the Lord's Sabbath service all across the world in every school in the UPK. You know what I mean? From 10 to 12, come in. And you're going to learn Black history. You know what I mean? We're going to give you the Lashwan Kodash. We're going to read the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation in the ancient Hebrew, the Lashwan Kodash, our original tongue. We're going to give you the English translation and a proper scripture breakdown so you can get your mind right.
Damn right. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. I also want to give it up to my tech team over there. Officer Roman. Give him a hand. Come on. Get down, Roman. Please. Man, please do.
So I want to shout out, you know what I'm saying, of course, the people who've been tuning in with us all the time.
Damn right.
We got here we got Trooper Shakat. We got Precinct Officer Hawar. This brother, he always be on here. Who else we got? He say zip tied the bar. Lord Christ. Trooper Shakat. No, it's Trooper Shakat. And Salahi, I mean Kwamada, you know, she stay tuned in with us. Who else we got? True Supreme. Salahi, I know this might be the grinding part of it, but shit, I want to give the people who sat here and watched us 2 hours, 3 hours. I want to give them their flowers.
And who else on there? Run the names down.
Azan Yala.
Mosan Craig.
Big up to Azan Yala.
Damn right. Shout out to that brother Azan Yala.
We got Alicio 313. And the last but not least, True Supreme 7. He said Shalom Israel.
More damn right. Man, big shout out to all the brothers and sisters in the chat. You know what I mean? And if you viewing and ain't commenting in the chat, you doing a disservice, man. Let us know your name and where you from, and you can comment as much as you want. We even got a number where you can call in and give your opinion on what we talking about as well. We ain't running from nothing. All right. With that being said, I also want to give it up to Officer Raj Karab on the tech team, Officer Rakum Yala on the tech, Also in here with us tonight, we got Officer Kazai Wanahan, give him a hand. And Officer, goddamn help me out, I'm having a problem. Karakar, so like Karakar. Officer Karakar as well. I am Captain Marquardt, under Commander Jenny Hanna.
Right.
We will see you Monday, 11 a.m. to 1 for a Memorial Day special where we're going to make you throw up your barbecue. And we're going to make you throw up them goddamn pork chops. And pork ribs. And them nasty ass chili, all of you stuff. And with that, we out. Shalom.